share this shit out. This is a lot of work I don't remember doing. Alright, I know it's not normally this quiet in here. Good shot. Sorry, you guys, if I'm running a little late with getting everything done. Mods that are in here, thank y'all for being here early. I'm going to get the music started in just a second. If you guys could please like the live, share the live, it would be greatly appreciated. Again, we will get started in just a moment. I will have some music for you all in the meantime while I get prepared with the last steps and get Hippie in here. I am so excited to be interviewing again because it's been a while, and thank y'all for being here. 1 second. Let's go ahead and get just some relaxing music in here. Again, if you guys could share it to at least 5-10 friends while we get Hippie in here, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for being here because again, it's been a while since I've done an interview, and I will be on camera in just 2 seconds, I promise.
Well, let that go. He feeling the pimp. He know bitches still in the drip. He know that these niggas don't hate. He know that you want him cause you on TikTok. Bitch, stop begging you extra big quiet. Can't get your hoe back and see what a pimp now. Hold it. Can't make me argue with no bitch. Same nigga dogging you out getting ghosted. Hoes running to see what I posted. Getting the 10 with my feet by the ocean. What's up? Ass out, yeah, bitch, what about it? Pretty bitch talking shit, look this good, nah, highly doubt it. Real life, IG, all the real bad bitches follow me. Locked up, been through a way to keep niggas still stuck.
Of course, man, as hot as the motherfucker is, my rap is gonna be fucked up. I'm trying to do natural day. Hey, ballhead. All right, Hippie, waiting on you. I need y'all to build the room up again. It is officially gonna start at 8:30. Simone, what's up? Nisha. Y'all, I'm mad at my rap right now. Hey, I live for this shit. Y'all know I'm used to a wig and makeup. It's cool because we're getting started soon anyway. Getting started soon. Please tap the screen. Hippie will be in and ready at 8:30. If y'all could share the live, tap the screen. It will be greatly appreciated. This gives you all 20 to 25 minutes to get your smoke, get your drinks, get your snacks. Again, it has been a while since I've done an interview, but I have been on the back end setting up. Many of y'all don't mind this little band right here because I had my hair wrapped, so we gotta wait for that to relax. Y'all already know what's going on. But please tap the screen and we will get started very shortly. Hippie is already aware, as you can see in the comment section, and ready to go. He needs about 20 minutes, which again, we agreed on 8:30. In that meantime, this will give you all time to be able to get yourself ready together. Hey, and I am so excited to have you all here. Again, if you can share the live out to at least 5-10 friends, because we have been closed for quite some time, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure the music didn't stop. Oh, it did. Now, Megan, why you do that? 1 second, y'all. Thank you, friend. We got our boots on the ground. Y'all ready to go back in? I feel like this song is meant for Hippie. Y'all feel the vibes. What is that? Hey. Let's go. Period, Octavia. interview is gonna be a lot different. We're gonna go ahead and give y'all a little bit of. Ooh, no one fucked my hair up. Look me over here. This is why I'm like wearing my real hair out. But just to give y'all a little bit of difference in today's interview, I have been listening to the Common Cousins. I have been listening to the lovers, the haters, the critics. I've been listening to everybody. Thank you, Diddler. This interview is going to be shorter. This interview is going to get straight to the point. For my people that wanted to hear the whole background story, I'm going to try, because y'all know I want to hear the questions I want to hear, but I'm going to try to save those questions for the end. These interviews are catered towards the bloggers and the Common Cousins to give you all a different perspective of the creators. So if y'all say y'all want the mess, that's what I try to get to. Fortunately, yet unfortunately, Hippie is not in much mess, but as far as the mess he was involved in, we're going to get to that tonight. All up in it. Ooh, period! What level you is? Oh, I thought that was a level of girl. Look, I feel stupid, I don't know. But go to Octavia. Look, when I start getting subs, because I'm going to start going back into this regularly, we'll do subs. I'm definitely going to have emotes for my top contributors. I got to figure out how to work all that. Because normally y'all know I don't beat for sub or gifting. This is a free show for y'all. But if y'all want to subscribe to my interviews, I'm going to make sure that's something that's open. Okay, period. Shout out level 10, period. I know that's motherfucking right. But we will get started soon, y'all. Again, tap the screen. Thank y'all for being here. This is going to stay here because if you want to contribute to the Cash App or send any questions that you would like to jump ahead of the interview, you would have to send it to the Cash App because otherwise y'all don't go. I go according to my list. Those rules stay the same. I hope that y'all have y'all gardening tools, y'all drinks ready because I'm going to go ahead and start mine real quick because I know Hippie is going to come in here nice and right and I need to make sure that I'm matching the vibes if you understand me. It's going to be a great night. Just living life. Do you know you in the box? This is the interview, boo. Get smoke real quick. Hey, Aries. Hey, I see y'all coming in. We getting ready to interview Hippie. He said he's going to be in about 20 minutes. What's wrong? Well, it's before the interview, so. Let me see what's up real quick. Period.
I just wanted to say your hair looks so cute. I love
Thank you.
it.
Look, it's this
No,
sweat.
I
I don't
love
like
it
wearing my
in this
natural hair because it turned
essence.
into an afro so quick. I'd be like,
No, it seemed like you in your pretty girl era. Like with your real hair, you look so. I
I'm
love
trying
this.
trying to get into this natural things. Y'all know I like my makeup and my
No, I
wigs.
love this more than the wig. Like you look good.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Just Living Life. Thank you, Aries. Thank you, Octavia. I appreciate y'all. Don't do that. Don't do
Yes,
that.
this is pretty. You look
Thank
so
y'all. I
pretty.
appreciate y'all so much. I'm trying to get it, like, feel it more. I'm still getting used to it. I'm also part of the BFC. You know, the Big Forehead Crew. You ever heard of them?
Well,
Mm-hmm,
listen, I
child.
haven't I don't analyze you like that. I just see the pretty details and your pretty features. So
Thank
I
you.
don't tear people
I'm only
down.
going on gingerbread because I'm smoking.
I
I
don't
promise. Y'all can
tear
hear the
people
lighter.
down. But you look pretty with your blowout cuz it's really nice.
Thank you. Shout out to all my beautiful black women in here. And y'all know the struggle of when it get hot outside, you try to keep a
Yeah.
blowout right now.
But that was
That's you
all I
know.
came up to say cuz you look
Thank
pretty.
you, Just Living Life. I really appreciate you, beautiful. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all continue to tap the screen. I'm going to make sure that I keep the music going for y'all. Again, Hippie will be here very soon. Again, we originally agreed on 8:30. We're getting the room built up for him because I haven't been live in a while. We got a lot of good questions. If you want any questions asked that I am not asking, or if you want any questions asked ahead, again, the Cash App will stay on the screen so that way you are able to ask your questions. And give me just a moment while I get the next song tuned up for y'all. Facts. That's why I was like, thank you. Cause I'm like I be feeling weird about my natural hair, but it's like when you get comments or compliments in your natural hair, it does make you feel better. Cause it's hard. Like, you feel what I'm saying, having your natural hair. There goes the star of the show. Hippie, I was getting the room built up and ready for you before we begin. Let me make sure I turn this box setup off. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Hey, hey. Ooh, he's here.
Hey,
Hey,
Sh3go, how are you?
Hippie.
I'm over here slapping it together, so I'll be back in just a moment, okay?
You said what?
I said I'm over here slapping it together, so I'll be back in just a moment, okay?
All right, I'm over here. You know, I got the bleezy, so I'm over here making sure I'm nice and ready for you, so we on the same level when you come in the interview.
Right, I will have a little drinky drink as well, ready, cocked, and loaded.
I got my drinky drink too, friend. I already told the common cousin to get their drinky drink and everything too, so this gonna be fun. And you got a
Okay?
game. I'm not gonna tell you what it is until it starts, but as in true fashion, you do have a game, so be prepared.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Play the game. I'm definitely down. I'll see you in a couple minutes.
All right.
All right.
This is gonna be so fun. I am excited. I hope you guys are excited. Again, this is going to be in normal fashion of the past interviews that I've had. I don't know if you guys are new to this space, but this will be part 23. 23 interviews in that we have gotten in regards to Messy Talk creators. It is exciting to get to interview Hippie because Hippie is new and up and coming. And I always like to interview the underdog or the people that most people don't know about. So I'm interested to know his perspective on a lot of things he was involved in, as well as his next future ventures for his platform. I hope you guys are just as excited. Please continue to tap the screen, like the live, share the live out to make sure that your common cousins don't miss. Because again, y'all are the ones that asked me to shorten these interviews because y'all ain't got time to waste. So that means that if your common cousins aren't here when it starts, they're going to miss the messy questions. I hope you guys are ready.
Real hot girl. Yeah, I'm in my bag, but I'm in here too. And that's why every time you see me, I got some new shoes. Look, I'm a star, got these bitches wishing. He say he hungry, this the kitchen. Yeah, that's my dog, he gon' sit down and listen.
Call me a trick and he gon' get a hold up.
I'm a star, got these bitches wishing. He say he hungry, this the kitchen.
Hey.
Yeah, that's my dog, he gon' sit down and listen. Call him a trick and he gon' get a bangin'.
He know we giving this money to Megan. He know it's very expensive to daily. Go to
Put my name on it,
cause when there any money, I ain't trying to hold up.
he know he giving his money to Megan. He know it's very expensive to
Hey.
daily. I'm gonna put my name on that account because when I need money, I ain't trying to wait. I can't be weak.
No.
No, you can't touch this.
Hey.
Tell me
Rich shit.
thick.
Hey.
Walk with a limp.
Yeah.
Pimp.
Hey.
You want my money? Yeah. I want that cash.
Hi, Robbie. Thank you, Robbie, for the heart me. Make sure you guys follow and make sure you guys support the live. This is a free show for y'all. Over here, you are not required to give for Cash App, but all support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for being over in the trap. We'll get started soon. Wow.
Baby, don't give a what you I be fixing the weed while she sucking my pull it out and she nasty.
Yeah.
I give it up. I be cool on them, check them fresh. Till I make this little freak and they mad. Do the thing in style.
Hey, always me. Thank you guys for the heart me's. I appreciate all the support and love.
Say hello. And whenever we
Should be fucking me back.
put her in the headlock with my elbow.
Yeah.
She them reverse. Got a bone and can ride this like a Camaro.
I can't be weak. No, you can't touch this. Hey, tell me rich. My money thick.
Y'all give me 2.2. I gotta check this motherfucking hair. And if you just saw me off camera, you already know why.
My money, yeah. I want that cash. I'm in my bag. I'm your I'm in that new. You on that last year. Tell pimps.
I'm gonna just keep this comb right over here.
My money, yeah.
And I'm over here dancing like a bitch.
I don't be stressing about none of these.
When they be talking, I don't even listen.
Secrets, I probably forget it.
But I'ma tune in when he say he gonna lick it.
Because he missed me. I told him send me a stack if he really. I don't be trusting these tricks, they tricky.
Send him a pic of somebody else's titties. Hey, Nikki Sweet. Again, y'all, thank y'all for being here. We will get started shortly. Hippie was just here. He's getting last minute stuff together. Original start time was 8:30. I started at 8 to get the room just built up a little bit because I haven't been live for a while. Hey, I am so excited again. Hold on. Major shout out to Nikki Sweet because she was one of the heavy critics, but I do appreciate, again, I gave a shout out to the critics because I listen and Hippie's not in much mess, but I made sure to take out all of the questions that are kind of boring you guys, that takes it to a 2-3 hour interview. And we're going to try to cut this down to an hour and a half. Okay? Okay? So I really appreciate you guys, because actually I thought about it. I was like, it's a really good idea. You know, it was a generalized, what's the word? Y'all were unanimous in your decision. That's the best way to put it. Y'all was unanimous in that decision. And I was like, shit, that saves me time for going to bed at night. So I don't mind it. We're going to get straight to the shit. Cool? All right, y'all. And that's no shade. I actually appreciate the criticism because a lot of people agreed. So the only thing I hate about Apple is they go straight into a playlist where it's like straight. There we go. Where it's like straight. It was on some on a live and shit with that whole playlist. Sometimes I just want to chill. I only listen to What the Hell because I want to get turned for a second. Y'all know I'm old. Hey. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you, Ballhead. Can my mods let me know who in here so I know how many I got in here? Because certain mods already know who the fuck I don't want in here. Octavia, I know you in here. And I know Ballhead in here. She said a lot. Bitch, stop playing with me. I'm serious. I need to know how many of y'all in here. Is it just you and Octavia? I'm around with this stick. I'd rather be broken jail than you get on my motherfucking nerves. You get on my damn nerves. If it's just y'all two, I need to invite someone in here because I don't want it to be just on y'all. She ain't gonna answer me either. I'm gonna have to ask Octavia. She get on my fucking nerves. Oh shit. Hold on, let me see on this list. Alright, okay, I think I saw her come in here. Oh no, remove. The fuck? Who else in here? Alright, a couple of y'all had to get removed. Sorry. So if you're just not seeing that, I don't give a fuck because you already know why. Other than that, Ballhead and Octavia for now, I think it's just y'all in here. Please keep a lookout for the door. Y'all already know who I don't want in here. I lied. I got a lot of mods. Girl, hell no. And why they not letting y'all comments go through? Why the fuck? Holly, shut the fuck up. You know good and damn well I wouldn't do that. The people that got their mad, mom said mad. Freudian slip. The people that got their mod badge removed already knew that their mod badge was gonna be removed. I'm just putting it that way. And if you didn't, you motherfucking crazy.
I never say anything. Everybody got their thing. Some make millions.
Other niggas make memes. Alright, I'm about to put on another song because Hippie should be in here in a second, and I don't want you guys to fall motherfucking asleep waiting for him to come in. Because once he come in, I'm about to turn this shit off anyway. So let's get it in.
Know what the outcome will be. I'm bad at the depths of this got to the point they represent me like rapping with me.
Yeah. Damn, that's the first person that came up. I guess that's what I should be listening to right now. Now what? I didn't fire y'all. What the fuck? Y'all here, go ahead. This is your backup, first off. God damn. And I didn't fire y'all. So, Nisha, was you ever a mod? Y'all down there going the fuck in on me. I didn't, hold on. Because I know she a mod on her main page. Let me go check. Fuck. Set. No, you want a mod on here before. I don't know why that is, but I didn't fucking fire you. You would have saw that you got a fucking, that you was removed as a mod. I didn't do that. Y'all got me feeling bad as a bitch. I ain't do that shit. I'm not gonna do that, Ponisha. I'm surprised y'all already on the list. It was people that was on the list that damn sure should have been motherfucking removed. You better not get me started. I'm not doing that. That's motherfucking TikTok. Don't put that shit on me. Y'all get me motherfucking turned before the live start. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not too much. You know you're the truth. What? Period. Before I let a hoe play with me, I go eat some jail food on game. Fuck you talking about? The mod is cool. We're not gonna do no justice for the mods in here, okay? I'm not Manny. Alright, my mods are fine. They just weren't mods yet. They didn't, I don't know what happened, but they weren't mods yet. They didn't get removed though, because they would have got a message. TikTok damn sure send you a message when you get removed as a mod. I know, because I've gotten quite a few messages. I've been removed enough times to know. I just got removed like a week and a half ago. Thank y'all for the populars. Please make sure that you send your heart me's. Yes, messy as fuck. Please make sure that you send your heart me's and tap up the populars. That way you're letting TikTok know that you fuck with this live. Again, we're going to have to build this space back up because the interviews have been down for a minute. No shame. I have a couple of few interviewers that I really fucking love and that's been keeping this shit going. But some of y'all have been... That's what made me pop the fuck back out. Because I was like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like, so that's what I was like, let me get back in this game because I'd have been asleep too long. And again, no shade. Y'all already know when this shit got turned first at. Let's not be stupid. But again, I got quite a few interviewers that I feel like they did their shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting in the audience like, nice. I can't even hate. I ain't a motherfucking hater. I'll say one of the names. AJ is one of them. That's why Hippie, I can't ask about that, so I'm not going to because I have respect for the game. But again, the other questions are gonna be messy, so y'all gonna like it. And the game. Hey, Nikwa. Again, continue to tap the screen, y'all. I really appreciate it. That's why I said some of these interviews have been like, what the fuck was that? Hey, Nikwa. Somebody, like I said, I just been sitting back watching, like, I'm scratching my hair right now. Y'all can't see me. I'm gonna show y'all my face when I come off camera. But again, some of these interviews have been really easy. But I was like, let me wake up because y'all playing too much. I don't take this shit as no game. I got my notebook back out. Y'all already know what the notebook means. Hey, Jen, I see you in here. I need to talk to you, by the way. Yeah. All right, y'all. 5 minutes from showtime. I'm going to turn my camera back on. Again, I appreciate y'all for giving me a chance to have a smoke break. What's up, Rob? Make sure that y'all tap the screen, grab your heart me. Continue to tap the populars to let TikTok know that you are fucking with this live. Because the more that y'all fuck with it, the more that I'm going to get people in here to ask them questions. And again, now that y'all done gave me the game that y'all don't want to hear about their life and shit, I know what to do now. Y'all need to give me another chance. Hey. Chiropractic. I ain't doing that no more. Period, Ponisha. Like I said, it was time to change the game up a little bit. Like I said, I sat back. But mainly because of schoolwork. Nay, baby! Hey, friend! got more mods in here. Okay, shout out to all my mods. Some of y'all again know who not to be in here, and other of y'all are in here solely because one of y'all fuck with me, so y'all already know that shit in the comments I'm not gonna fuck with. Alright? I need y'all to be on it tonight, because some of y'all know I've been in shit the last couple weeks. Please pay attention to the dough, because I ain't trying to have that interrupt this interview. Period. We in it. I'm talking about in it. While we are doing this live, you know, I don't mean to be a brokey. What's up, Slim? But if you guys have Cash App questions, you can donate it towards the Cash App that is currently above me. If you have questions that you want to go above the interview questions that I'm already asking, or messy questions that I have forgot to put on this paper, which I've done quite a bit of research from YouTube to TikTok. So if I miss anything, you know, you guys can let me know again via the Cash App. And why that is because y'all know I'm broke, supposedly. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that we get that taken care of. Y'all know this show is free, for real, for real. I really just need y'all support and being here. Just tap the screen and enjoy the show. I don't really ask for anything else, but I just put that up there so that way if y'all do have questions that want to go above mine, y'all have a way to do that. Otherwise, forgive me. Otherwise, we're going to continue with the show. And you guys, thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you continue to share out the live. Hippie has already been here in here twice. He's just getting some last minute things done. The show is supposed to speak at 8:30. We're not speaking on. Y'all can't see that comment, but I'm gonna make sure you do. He said we're not speaking broke on ourselves. That's what they said. I'm just going along with the narrative. And I mean, I am a single mama, so I'm not gonna turn down a Cash App. So mods, if y'all can continue to drop that in the comment section so that way we can make sure that any questions that try to go above mine, I will make sure that I continuously check that so that way I can make sure I get y'all questions in. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to run the questions off this paper. Thank y'all so very much. I can't stand y'all. She said we in between blessings. Amen, amen. Thank y'all so very much for being here. I think I'm going to have time to run one more song and Hippie should be here because, again, start time was at 8:30. And I want to make sure that we get y'all in and out of here because y'all common cousins definitely got a time limit. That's one thing that y'all let me know when y'all let me know about these interviews. So, yeah. Enjoy the show. Again, I ain't trying to listen to none of this. Goddamn, gonna make me fall asleep. Shit. No offense to T-Pain, but it's just slow. And I ain't trying to make love right now. Never got the pussy, but got my name said. I know that main way. Hey. Go Nay, baby. Alright, making sure I'm ready to go. It's 365 days. Don't play with me on none of them days. Fuck. Y'all, since my main people in here, can I tell y'all something? I'm nervous. Hey, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki Sweet. Thank you. That's why I got my drink and my smoke before we start this shit, because I like to warm up to messy ass questions. Y'all got me jumping in. I'm a little nervous. Child. Alright, telling me to start a flashcard. I don't even be paying attention to that shit. Fuck it, since y'all want to say, I don't care. If I start battle talking, maybe I'll get to that. Thank you.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey.
Hey, how are you? Sorry, I
Good.
took my nephews to this park thing today, and I was in much need of a shower. So I'm grabbing the stuff to set up now.
Oh,
And
so
you'll
do
see
you
me
want to
until
continue
this
this
is
song a little bit? Because, that's my song. I want to make sure that
Yeah,
you
go
guys
ahead,
are
baby.
comfortable before we
I need
start.
about 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes, y'all, for me to get settled in. Shake a little something while we get here.
One thing I don't want is for you to start the interview and you shuffling around, hunty. So let me go ahead and keep this song
No, I'm
going.
gonna
And when
put
you
this
ready to
together
start,
and then I'll slap it together. But I definitely won't be shuffling, my baby.
all right. So when you ready to start, just come off mute, and that's my symbol to let me know to stop the music. Okay.
Okay, cool, got you.
All right. Let's go. Tap that motherfucking screen. Y'all already know what's getting ready to go on. Amen. Period. And I don't mind him taking a second because I need to make sure that this Bleezy is finished. And that's another tip that y'all gave me. She keep going off camera to keep smoking. Like, can she do a whole interview without smoking? Oh, I'm hurt. Y'all know I got anxiety. But we gonna try it. Let go. Hey, sweet Jessie, how you doing? Shout out to all my mods in the building: Octavia, Trucker Bay, Nay Baby, Rob. The ones that aren't in the building yet, but I know they're gonna be in here at some point. What the fuck, Pilot? My bitch. Let me go ahead and give her an extra shout out. Cause how the fuck could I forget her in the fucking group? Are you serious, Pilot? Let's go ahead and shout out the mods that aren't in the room yet. Red Velvet, because I know she's gonna be in here at some point. Who else? Yeah, because we're gonna give a shout out to all my people because they be in here and they don't have to be. You understand me? Octavia, my main bitch. Of course, if I didn't mention her, I think I already mentioned her, but I'm gonna mention her again. Polly Memes, Tyra with a Y, Get Up and Live, Sexy Black. Shout out to y'all. You ready, or you was coming off me by accident?
Telling you that I'm sharing the live out to people too.
All right, period. Make sure your people in here because I definitely know they want to see the other side of you. This is gonna be fun because you have your own games, but you ain't come play mine yet. Hey, hey. Love ass like you ain't got shit to lose. Bow. He shot the club up. Drink up, nigga. Looking like Steve Harvey and called a Charlie. I just got back with my ex. Bitch, he said he's sorry. That's my man. Top realist. Hey. Pussy wet mop. That reminded me. Let me get my fucking pencil so I can cross out these damn questions. It's gonna be funny when y'all like be like, why she fucking reminded by the realist? Because the realist and Jen had a double interview. So I had to make sure I had to cross out their questions because I had to cross question theirs. Which again, if y'all ever want to view any of my interviews, if y'all ever want to view any of the interviews from part 1 to now part 23, they will be on YouTube. Braid's interview is the only one that is missing because his went too far back for me to get a download. However, I think, get a download from the latest interview that I did with him, which should be on my YouTube as well. On there, you would also catch the blogs that I did. So if there's any past blogs that you're looking for from the year of 2024, they are also on YouTube. I would say the summer. I'm sorry, of 2024, back when I was blogging. And that's for everybody. What's up, Poozy? I interviewed Poozy. I interviewed Tea Time. I interviewed Chef. I interviewed HB, Rose, Slim, now Hippie. All of these interviews will be posted. Georgia Peach, Barb, Nitra, Braid, Manny. All of those interviews are posted on YouTube. Jen, The Realist. Yeah. Again, this is part 23. Yes, no, ain't nobody deleting shit. Every interview that I've done has been posted on YouTube. So if you guys want to go back and watch, which I ain't gonna lie, the funniest part of Justigator and the Realist interview was actually the Realist, because the Realist, she was so lit and she didn't give a fuck back then. That's where I really was like, okay, she's fucking hilarious. But both of y'all bounced off each other. Y'all low-key got into a little bit of argument. So yeah, a lot of those interviews, if you ever need anything to watch when you are, I just want to get out of messy talk for a minute, but I also want to watch some mess from the past. Make sure you go see Sh3go Sofa. That is Sh3go, and then you got an SOFA. And then that way you will find the YouTube. Hippie, you ready?
Yeah, are you gonna be on gingerbread?
Oh, of course not. I was smoking. You know,
I was
I ain't
gonna say
trying
if you
to
was gonna
get
be
the
on
live
gingerbread, I
taken
was gonna do
down
the
for you.
cat.
Oh, of course not. I mean, this is the moment where you get into the real part of you. I would definitely show myself. Everybody in here knows that this is the trap. In the trap, you are basically on your favorite couch with your favorite cousin or your favorite auntie. It is a basic normal conversation between me and you. So there is moments where I will take smoke breaks. If you want to smoke through the whole interview, that is completely fine because this is basically supposed to be a conversation more so between me and you where you're comfortable to talk about yourself rather than an interrogation. Cool?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get this to sync. There we go. I wanted my
You in the
cloud.
clouds.
Yes, I wanted my cloud.
I
I
got my
always
drink
gotta
with
shout
you.
out my space.
So hippie, first off, I want to thank you because
Oh, thank you.
I have been in the interview closet for a while. And I was like the person that I really think that I want to interview and watching what was going on while I was in hiatus was you.
Oh,
Because I
cool.
was like, hippie one doesn't mind giving his side. He doesn't mind giving his opinion on shit. He doesn't mind getting into the middle of mess and being like, hey, this is going on. This is that, giving your basic synopsis on everything
Mhm.
that's going on. So I definitely know you won't mind talking.
Correct.
All right. So
I
first
don't
off,
mind, and I'm not scared of the people.
as you shouldn't be. You guys make sure you continue to share out the live and like the live because again, the way this interview is going to go is probably going to be a little bit of speed into it because again, the cousins requested that with my interviews we get straight to the point.
Go ahead, hit me with it.
All
I'm not
right.
scared. Let's make
So
sure.
again, I'm not somebody that likes to start an interview basically weird. I am going to still ask, how was your day going so far?
Oh, my day is good. I got to hang out
Excellent.
with the tiny humans, and I'm definitely down to talk to Sh3go. Usually, I don't be on like Friday nights and Saturday nights. My common cousins probably know that, but that's because I like to hit the streets and live. So yeah, this is a special for them.
Okay, well, again, due to the common cousins request, we're going to get straight into it. And that way, this
All
is
right.
better for you so that way you can get back to the streets.
Okay.
So, I'm going to hop
What's
right
the
into it to
game?
talk to you about the messy box battle.
What's
All right.
wait? What's the game? You said it was a
Oh,
game too.
it is. I'm sorry for rushing because the common cousin made me do that. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
So, we're going to give the order of events. The order of events is going to go pretty much straight messy questions because the background questions are going to go towards the end. Hippie does have a game, and the game that I created for him is two parts. It's going to be they are team hippie or they are not fucking with me in my Janelle voice. Yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. And then we're going to have in Hippie's true fashion messy categories. He's used to doing the field report. So I've come up with my own messy categories to get his perspective on who he feels won these categories since he's been in Messy Talk so far. So this is not last week. This is not last month. This is since he has come into Messy Talk. Cool? 1 second, real quick, y'all.
Well, she's checking her messages. Hey y'all, it's the hip. Share the live. Let the people know we're
Shout
doing an
out to
interview
my
with
mom.
Sh3go.
Thank you,
I'm having a little
Ballhead.
drinky drink. Thank you for the gift, y'all. Realist, I
Because
love you.
I totally forgot. Hold on really quick because my mods always look out for me. And shout out again to Ballhead.
Thank you, bro.
How do I put this on here? There we
Hey,
go.
Nate, baby.
All right.
Thank you for the gifts.
So
I'm proud of you, my wife, for your sister.
I'm not going to get into the messy categories yet because that would be giving away the surprise. But there is a
Okay.
few that are going to make you guys turn some heads because I had to make it really messy with the game because I checked you. I did a lot of research on you from YouTube all the way to TikTok, and you're only in a few messy situations, which is good for you, but it's kind of bad for you at the same time because we had to make this game really messy. So we'll see how this goes. Ready?
Yeah.
So first thing, what gave you the idea for the messy box battle?
I've been on all sides of TikTok. One of my mods, Cola, she used to be a battler, and they do box battles everywhere. I know a group of people, CIA fam, they have a box battle every single Friday. So they just pick different people in their groups' lives, and all of them go there, and they just sit there for hours. So I've seen the box battles before. I've seen the box battles on Messy Talk before. So I thought about it, and I was trying to think of ways to make it my own, as I do with everything that I try to do on Messy Talk. You know, we all are different types of bread. I want to make sure that people want to pick up my kind.
All right. All right. So shout out to Cola for helping you get the idea on that.
Hey, Cola.
All right. So did you and Empress ever have the dialogue you were supposed to after the box battle about how she felt about it?
Well, we did in my live, and then also she and I like talked via the comments in different lives or whatever, but I didn't feel, and I don't know how Empress feels, but I didn't feel like we need to have a talk. I thought other people were making it bigger than what it was. She came over to my live and told me what she said and how she felt. And even when I was discussing it in Braid Live after, I was clear to everyone. I don't think Empress was starting something. She was in her live. She asked the question. Some certain people were like, "Oh, why is she live so early?" Well, she was just in a box battle. If it was me, I would have took that momentum and went back to my live too. Hey, my supporters, now we're going to hang out over here in my space. So I didn't see nothing wrong with it, so I was never upset with her, not even that night. So, I feel like she said what she said, and she came to my live and discussed it, so I didn't need no extra follow up.
Yeah, so the reason I asked is because I saw you in a live where you were saying,
Mm.
this was actually your live, one of the field reports you were doing, where Rose was streaming, and there was a slight disconnect, I would say, between you and Rose while she was streaming, because people in the comments were trying to say that you should go over there and speak up for yourself, and that Empress is saying one thing, and you were like, well, we need to have a conversation. We will. So that's why I was basically following up with that, because I didn't know if it was something that you took offense to, or if the common cousins just, which you basically stated just now, it was people that were making it bigger than it was, and you didn't feel like a conversation was need to be had. However, it was had anyway.
Yeah, and I wouldn't just say the comment cousins. If you're talking about then, yeah, Rose was in my live and then she left, but and in that moment, Rose and I were having a difference in opinion. She felt like they were playing in my face, and she like, see, hippie, they already knew about it. Are you gonna say something about it? And I felt like, well, maybe I want to see how everybody gonna play before I figure out how I'm gonna play. That
Right.
was what I was trying to do, and I was trying to make sure I stayed in that moment. But I wasn't upset with Rose either for stating her opinion. I feel like she was really passionate about why you not saying nothing. Any other
Right.
time you
Exactly.
would say
Defending
something.
yourself. Right.
Yeah. And then there were other people like I think Slim and I'll even say Blaze. I'm done dragging you for now, but they did at the time kind of push this narrative of Empress asked the question, or why was Empress upset? It was like that lady was never mad. Why y'all saying that? Like, okay, say she, excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, say she asked the question, cool, but they'll try to spin it like she dragged me, or like she didn't come to my panel when people were talking about it to be like, nah, this is what I said. I never meant that way. Like, she wasn't rude or disrespectful me anyway, and I'm totally fine with it.
Okay. I mean, I feel that. So I understand how situations like that go, especially being on the app as long as I have. So, who surprised you the most in the box battle?
Like forever, like what do you mean surprising the most?
Or
That
that battle? Like, who was the one that was like, oh, I didn't really expect her to come through swinging like that? Because that was a really big battle. I was in a part of the first
oh
round.
yeah, that
So,
was Nay Baby and that therapist.
I ain't gonna lie, she
Because
surprised the shit out of me, too. I was like,
yeah,
okay, shit.
because I know that people try to sway it towards $2, but there's been a lot of times that $2 was sitting there and shooting for somebody that was a dollar bill that was in the box battle and they did not win. I was
Right.
surprised $2 won, but they were throwing for a shoot. So in the same context, I had never met Nate Baby before then. Me and that therapist had kind of had conversations in the comments here or there, but never a direct convo. Hey, Cola, baby. So with that being said, I was surprised, and then also, I don't mind saying Nate Baby supported me after that as well with the conversations about the box battle. So I was surprised by that too, because I'm like, this lady don't even know me, and she already being loyal, so I'm gonna rock with her anyway. So there's that.
Okay, all right. So, just to make sure I understand the order correctly,
Yeah.
it was first 15%, second 10%, and then there was two common cousins that were gifted as well. Correct?
Yes, but to clarify, as I did say in Braves Live, initially it was 15% for first place. The additional 10% for second place was added after the battle for a bonus.
After.
So
Okay.
the creators agreed to 15% for first place. And the second thing is two comment cousins were gifted. But there was also a third because there was a user. I can't remember their name right now. I don't want to say their name because I think it's their real names, but it's a couple that share an account. I was supposed to send them coffee one day and their CA wasn't working. I was messaging them back and forth, and then they came in the live and I was like, listen, your coffee, and it was like, pay it forward, give it to somebody else. So I ended up blessing 3 comment cousins. It wasn't a full percentage, but they were given the same amount, all 3 of them. And we do that blessing of a comment cousins all the time. Like I said, the coffee, because it was an early morning live, or whenever I'm doing the field report, if our CA goal, say for the field report, is like 1:30, then we say, hey, if we get to the goal, then we're going to bless one of the comment cousins. And then if we exceed that, maybe we have a big spender that week, then we add another one like, oh, another comment cousin. And that category on the field report is called Messy Blessy, and it's inspired by Miss Nietzsche of FOE.
Okay, period. So I do need to get clarity. So this is a follow-up question. Is the money given to the comment cousins from the box battle coming from the winner's total or the total in general?
The total in general. So the winner gets their 15%. In this case, second place got 10%. That's one number. You get a blessing, you get a blessing, you get a blessing.
And then you get the remaining.
Exactly. And there
So
may be
technically
something
you
like
get 85% then.
correct. And then in
Okay.
addition, there may be something like we do have a graphic designer that we work with, Thanky Link. She does make all of my designs for the cloud. So to make our backdrop for that week and the backdrop for the prior week, she was also paid out of those funds. And then if it's something like there's a moderator that works super hard, or somebody that I'm like, oh, you're the moderator of the week, I may pay them on the back end as well. That's never guaranteed. There isn't a set amount for moderators. But in that case, there was one paid that day, and our graphic designer was paid that day. So I felt, or I knew that it wasn't a full 85%, but at the time I was cautious about how I chose to explain it, because I already knew that it was a fishing expedition. And I want to be sure if any fish were caught, they were nothing but minnows, darling. They wouldn't eat off of me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I wanted
Hey,
to
how
break
y'all
that
doing?
down because, which is going to get to my next question. If you plan on hosting future box battles, I feel like I don't want people to have, which is part of the reason of my interviews, to break down situations so that way people don't have this negative narrative and don't know the full context. If people knew there's 15% for the first winner, there's 10% for the second winner, there's 2 comment cousins that are blessed from it, as well as a 3rd comment cousin for coffee, as well as a mod that's blessed for it, and there was also a graphic designer that helped design for the background, then I got the remainder. People would have been able to make the full math to be like, it's not 85%, because he's paying the people that are into the event, he's paying the people that are in the panel, as well as helping the people that were on the back end, and then he's giving himself a cut. You see what I'm saying? And I understand why you chose to give your explanation the way you did, because people were already making their own narrative anyway. And the way Messy Talk go, it's like no matter how I explain it, you're still going to hear it the way you want to hear it. But me personally, again, the reason I do the interviews is because I want to know the truth behind what's going on.
Yeah. What I will say is I understand what you're saying. But the first thing is I do send that to the creator prior to when I ask them to be in the box battle. I do also ask them to register for the event, where it does say there's multiple rounds. We will be taking CAs, there's multipliers. And this is what the prize is. Really, to me, the incentive is if you win, you get 15% of the money. Like, to me, that's the big incentive for anybody. So with that being said, I also said it in the live several times. There was blogs that also explained it. Thank you, Colin, down there telling us, friend, I love you. I said it several times. I said it before every round. So I was very upfront and honest. So to me, it was already a lot of meat and potatoes that supported me. So even though people weren't hearing it out loud, I knew I had context somewhere that I could pull out if I needed to be like, look, this is what the people agreed to. I don't know what they're telling y'all, but this is what they saw in the back end. And then the second thing was, at the time, I was really thinking, don't explain yourself too much, because these MFers going to take it how they're going to take it. So you let them know. And matter of fact, you stand in it. If they say, oh, you're going to give away 25% and then keep 75%. Actually, what they agreed to was 15% and I keep 85. Like, be halfway arrogant about it to let the people know that I'm not afraid. And also, I think I was a little annoyed by some of the questions like, who did the math? Excuse me, darling? I'm quite educated. He can do quadratic equations on paper and graph them on paper. What do you mean who did addition, subtraction, and multiplication? We didn't even have to divide. So I'm more upset with stuff like that, and I will get in a frenzy about well, can you do math? Can you do geospatial statistics? When really they like, oh, now he getting defensive. Look, he getting mad. It was like, no, you need to focus on the task at hand. Focus on what it was that you agreed to, and focus on the fact that you delivered what you agreed upon. Yeah. And also tell the people the truth, which is moving forward, I'll be happy to, make any changes. Now, I'm not going to be having no box battles because I ain't really like how the way that y'all got down with that. But, just honestly being honest and being like, look, moving forward, this is what I would do. And also saying the simple thing, which is if somebody would have said something, if anybody would have said that's too much and this what percentage I think you should do, I would have rethought and be like, maybe I'll do it this way. But nobody objected to it. So I think I was good to go. But sorry if you had a question. I just wanted to.
Hippie, yeah, you speeded.
Yeah, I started talking fast.
You sped into two categories that I was ready to ask you. So
okay, sister, get me together. Pull me back.
So,
for real.
What made you determine
I kept it on
15%
zip for this topic. Sorry,
what made you determine 15% as a portion for the CAs?
So initially, I did. I was going to do 8% or something in the first one, like 8% or 7% for the winner, right? Well, I underestimated Messy Talk. I didn't know how much they were going to send the CAs. Okay, I thought no folks for real.
That's understandable.
I thought no folks was going to send about $50. It might send like y'all get a little percentage. Maybe you get about $17 plus your gifts that you got, and everybody move on. I didn't know it was going to be like that. The second thing is in the first battle, HB so far ahead of everybody in coins that she win, no matter what CAs was sent. So HB percentage would not have been that great. For somebody like that, the incentive would not have been great because the payout, even she was like, just keep it. And I end up, splitting it amongst the other people. But her payout would not have been that great. So in the next one, I was like, no, number one got to get the most amount. So we're going to say 15% for number one. And that's the incentive for the people coming. And then I may add another one if I'm getting more CAs. So that's how I came to 15%. Because initially, the number was too low. And then the second thing was HB got so many coins in the battle that the CAs didn't matter. And the first time I was saying, you get a percentage of the CA set for you, right? So she had the least amount of CA set. So for somebody like her, it wouldn't have made sense. You know what I mean? So that was like 15% of the total pot. So coming in, I might get a nice little CA from Hippie if my people get in there and get right now. So that was how I got it.
Okay, so this is a side question. With you doing it that way, where it sounds like it was an increase because you started with 8 and then you doubled it or near doubled it. You know what I'm saying? To where it's now it's like 15, and I'm also giving 10 towards the second after the battle, right? Thank you. With it being that way towards an increase, do you feel like Messy Talk response was a little negative because you tried, or how do you take their response towards the box battle?
Well, I don't think that it was all a Messy Talk. It was many people that supported me. It was a lot of people DMing me saying, Hippie, I don't like doing stuff they say. I'm like, honey, hold your horses, okay? Because this horse is still in the stable, baby. I love the way I ride, all right? But no, seriously, I think that it was a couple people that really was like, wait a minute, how much he made over there? And the narratives of, I made thousands of dollars and went to Cancun. Darling, it's nothing of that nature.
Motherfucker, they said, I ain't gonna lie, somebody has said he took some of money and some of yours. He's gone. Like the little whole reference.
He's gone. He's never coming back. I'm like, no, I'm still here on this troll page. I was just sick, trying to get my breathing together. But also, I think it was good because I got to kind of see people like flip flop, and I knew like I could watch with people thinking that I was gone, which was kind of dope.
Kitty.
But hey, Auntie Kitty. But yeah. I didn't make that much anyway, and also, I think it was really just they was like, wait, he over there getting money. Wait a minute, not Hippie just supposed to be on Manny panel talking. Now we'll get him about a celebration or something, but who the hell told him he can get cash apps? Oh, he get cash apps off of everybody else back. And everybody that was talking and saying negative things are people that never have been in my box battles or may not have been invited ever. Okay. They're people that I don't hang out with and they don't come to my space. I don't really go to theirs unless it's best. So for me personally, I was just like, oh, y'all just dry hating. But I didn't see that play coming initially, to be honest. I saw it coming when they started coming to my live, like, oh, they saying this in Empress Live. I'm like, oh, the comment because it's running with this. but I didn't see some of the people that was gonna say that what they did and try the narratives they was trying to push. I didn't see some of that, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to eat you up.
Well, I see that's when it was like you were already introed, but it was like that was like the real intro. You know, when you in messy talk, you gotta get jumped in. You know, so that
Yeah,
was, in my opinion, that was your jump in moment. It was
yeah,
like
it was, and
you
I
gonna sink or swim. Like,
yeah I saw it, and initially I was like thinking the same thing. She goes sink or swim, and I was like, no, you got to use intellect and stay focused. You can't start doing a bunch of hooping and hollering. You will get them later. Right now, focus on talking your
I don't
way
like that
out
holler
of.
too.
Yeah, focus on
You gotta
talking your
say the
way
right
out
word.
of these people trying to say you got poor business practices, darling. They don't know you a corporate baddie. Won't do stuff like that. And then on top of that, I'm really from there's no such thing as trying to scam everyday working people. I don't do stuff like that. No, I'm hosting a well organized event that's 60 minutes long with 18 different contenders from all over TikTok, not just Messy Talk. And each time we play, we always have a good time. Every single round is timed, and by the end of that 60 minutes, dollar, we already have our winner afoot, and payments are being made. So I think that those people that just press their live button and just do recaps and you know they are relying on TikTok gifts. I think they were upset. Like, who told him he can get cash apps? Well, baby, I'm gonna tell you, it was Manny that first day he told me to go ahead and make a business cash app. It was Manny. Y'all can blame him. Next question, she go.
I'm gonna drop a fan. Let
What
me
I'm
go ahead.
saying is that
I'm gonna get to the messy game because I
okay,
got some more questions about the battle, but I feel like that's really gonna start to peel the second layer of the onion off, and I kind of want
okay,
to
let's
mix it
do
up
it.
a little bit. So those that are just joining, Hippie had two games. First game is they are Team Hippie or they not fucking with me. Y'all know in the Janelle voice, the girl that was doing the dance and shit. You not fucking with me. Y'all already know what scene I'm talking about. If you don't, go look it up. And the second game is messy categories. This is in true hippie fashion with the field report at all. You know what I'm talking about, Nate, baby. This is in true hippie fashion where we basically have categories of where hippie feels these people are since he's been in Messy Talk. So y'all have gotten his field report every week. This is going to be his true opinion on who he feels tops these categories since he's been on Messy Talk. So they're a team hippie or they not fucking with me. Drop Queen.
Drop Queen is Team Hippie. That's my newsroom sister. Drop just likes being antagonistic, but that's not just towards me, that's towards everybody. She just like having, if you notice, she just like have the opposite opinion. She like the debater that wants to just argue the other side. So as long as I don't get up there calling her out her name and all that stuff, me and Drop can debate all day. If I start calling her B, she probably gonna be calling me all types of fat niggas.
Slim.
I don't think he fucking with me. He definitely had a narrative, and it's been a couple times where I was like, "What you saying?" Because it sound like he trying to check me, but then he like, "Oh no, I ain't like that." I'm like, "What's happening here?" So I don't think he really fucked with me like that, but we ain't never exchanged words and that like that, and we're cordial.
Blaze.
Girl.
You already mentioned their names, so I thought I would go ahead and get them up
Well,
there.
I'll say they're not fucking with me because you got until 12 for me to stop dragging you, sir. And I really feel like I think I was just pissy because in my eyes, he was clearly trying to paint a narrative soon as the T dropped. And I'm like, nigga, I be in your live hanging out now. Now, if you want to ask questions, ask questions. Or you like, dang hippie, what's that about? Different people say different stuff, but he put the same thing in comments 13 different times in 2 different lives. I counted. Not no context, no extra words, not Sh3go in this one, hippie in this one. No, the same couple words. And I was like, somebody's trying to paint a narrative. And then we get in the panel and he started asking me about math. And I was like, you must think I'm slow. I'm about to drag you. So I think I was just pissy with him. But I think I just took it personal because I didn't see it coming. But yeah, I don't think he fucking with me. And, you know, I don't care. We're coworkers at this point.
So you said 24 hours, friend.
No, until 12. After 12, at 12 I'm resetting. So I'm letting the hair go.
Oh, so you letting it go after that? Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, so that would include. I'm not gonna say their name. I'll wait till the end. Go ahead.
I got more names on this list, so maybe their name will come
Okay.
up on the list. But I do have another follow-up question. What was the narrative? They trying to squeeze it too.
He said 85% is a lot. Like basically trying to say that I was taking too much money from the cash apps.
Okay.
And that was all that he said. He didn't say anything else. And other people was like, I say that too, I say that too. You didn't say it 13 times the same exact way in two different lives with no other context at all, with no other words being added. Like, no, you trying to play with me. And then you in this box trying to act like we cool, like, you trying to play on my top and we don't really play. You don't know with them niggas. I'll go there quick. I don't care. With them ladies, I be trying to chill. Like, we can read each other down, lady. Like, but them niggas, like, please.
Uchi.
I fought with the Ooch. He's been really supportive. Me and Cola have been like friends for years. So I know them through Cola, but like know of them. So I just like met Uchi like a couple months ago and he's been supportive. He's asked me to do interviews with him and other people. And he's always like telling people like, get up here, hippie. I want them to follow you, hippie. So yeah, I rock with Uch and Uch definitely rock with me. He fucking with the hip.
Braid.
Who?
Braid.
Braid King, yeah. That's Uncle Braid. He's definitely rocking with me. I don't have any issues with Braid. And honestly, in the beginning, whenever he started coming back to Messy Talk, he was like, oh, hippie, I'm just going to come over and be in your band. I was like, what, you want to talk about this? Like on the field report? He was like, yeah, I'm just going to stay here. And I was like, oh, this nigga trying to support me. I don't know why, but okay, friend. And he's never been a hater. Like even when he tried to clock it, like a lot like Lady Susu, they do try to clock it, but I don't think they be trying to have hater in their voice, even when it's somebody they don't like. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I rock with him, and I like the banter that him and Manny have.
All right, couple more, and then I'm gonna get to some messy categories because I want to hear. Bryson.
I don't like him. For real, like I just feel like
why? I'm sorry.
Like he used to say
I didn't
crazy
expect
stuff
that
about
y'all
me.
said as well.
Like for real, he just annoys me. Like, that was a hard one. I just, I can't stand for a while. He used to say messy stuff about me as opposition, and then he always highly intoxicated saying anything. And then also the stuff that he did at HB, and I feel like people be acting like that didn't happen, but that was recorded. So it's like, no, I don't like stuff like that. And honestly, DB is a trigger for me. So with that, there's that. I mean, it's the difference between Sh3go saying that Bobby Earl smacked her in 2003 versus we got a recorder. There's a court case. The people go to court like, come on now. I don't like no mess like that. Fuck that nigga. Okay, next one.
All
Now
right,
he's gonna be
so
dragging
we're
me,
gonna
smelling
get
my
into the
hippie. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, Frankie.
I like Frankie and Neffy. Yeah, and then Frankie was a surprise.
Frankie. I'm sorry, y'all did these names.
Frankie was a
be
surprise in the
unaliving
last
me.
box battle. Frankie was the winner. The people came through throwing for Frankie. I said, Frankie girl, what? So that was a surprise in the last one. And then also Frankie made some new friends in my box battle the last time. Some people she never talked to or some people she got to it with. Frankie always been cool and support me. I like her.
Okay, period. So, you ready for the messy categories?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, y'all. I've been drinking with
Oh, that's the
Hippie.
cloud.
Everybody, it is time for the field report, but over here we're doing it in the trap. So I come up with the categories, and Hippie has to answer. Again, these answers are going from since he's been in Messy Talk, not last week, not last month, but since he has been in Messy Talk. You ready?
Yeah.
Best platform.
Best as in most fun. I think they make the most money. Like
Best as in most entertaining, the one that you are choosing to go to every day.
Manny in the newsroom.
Okay.
That's a biased answer, but I mean that's the truth. I like all of y'all, and I go to all of y'all houses, but y'all know if Manny live, I'm going over there.
Okay. Messiest creator.
I'm gonna give it to HB and the Dangerettes. That Messy Mel is funny. At one point, she was just carrying Messy Talk on her back. She has like did some of the funniest stuff to me. People have called her diabolical and tried to drag me for it. And I'm like, I don't even be talking to that lady
I
like
ain't
that.
trying to drag you for that.
Cause I always be like, I still rock with her. I mean, I don't care. Like for real. Like one time she was like, I'm blocking Hippie because he's over there gifting Manny. Y'all think I'm gonna get mad at HB about that? Like she just trying to drag Manny. Like she'll let me come back. It's okay. Like I think she's funny. So other people don't think it's funny. They're like, it's childish. Well, we childish. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I like her. I like her mess and that messy Mel. That and she kind of like pioneered that because people was doing like everything for like money. She was just like, y'all hit my CA goal, and I'll just take all these free questions, no matter if it's the truth or not. We're gonna ask it. Like, sorry, go ahead.
You could.
For real.
Who do you feel is next up?
Ooh.
Thank you, Nay baby. Ball head, all my minds are raw.
For that, I'm gonna say too. I'm gonna say B in the battlefield or the
Okay,
realist.
shout out to B.
Yeah, or the realist because for two different reasons.
I agree
B
with the
can
realist. I'm
host.
not saying I don't agree with Battlefield B, but I'm gonna tell you my reason why when you finish this year.
Yeah, I think B can host those lives where people just doing stuff and having fun. We was doing song association earlier, kind of like Susu can. You know what I'm saying? Where she can just get people in there and just be laughing like just picking at the responses, you know what I'm saying? Like a good time, you know? But she can also get people in there and have them going back and forth, but pretend like she caring and she's like trying to mediate, you know? Like I just think that it's good. And then for the realist, I feel like she can have one of them platforms, kind of like Braid in the Kingdom, or even like Manny in the newsroom, where she's just like, I don't give a damn. This is what I'm talking about, and this is what we gonna talk about, and we all gonna talk about it. And you know what? Y'all can talk about me for it tomorrow, but we all gonna talk about it. So yeah, I think that's I
So
like that.
first off, to the person that said Hippie is up next, of course Hippie is being humble. He knows that these questions are outside of him.
I don't know
Okay,
about
he
that.
knows that these questions are about other creators, the same way he does the field report. In
Yeah,
regards to my opinion, I feel like they're both next up in two different categories. I've seen B really building herself up not only in the battle world, but because of the fact that she's already handled messy talk and because she knows how to battle, I feel like she will be really big in battling because they have their own mess over there. So she already knows how to carry herself in messy talk, but she also knows how to battle very well. So I feel like if she continued to invest in that, she can take what she's learned from messy talk. So when that mess comes up in battle talk, she can continue her career in messy talk. As far as the realist, I've seen her thrive in messy talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen where she started. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Which was, if y'all don't remember the realist history, it was literally her meeting Braid from bringing him some lick and you feel what I'm saying, before while he was in her state. And then it's like we got to know her really from there. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the way she's built her category, the way she's defended herself in multiple situations without having to have the defense of Braid. I feel
yeah.
like that's what makes her be able to survive in messy talk and have her own platform. Not to mention she's already come up with her own time slot. There's times where I'm going to the bathroom in the middle of the night and I will literally go watch the realist. Like,
Hmm.
you feel what I'm saying? And that's the
Yeah, I
time slot
like
that she's
it.
kind of
Yeah,
that
and I
she's
like that.
dominating as her own.
Yeah, and I like that she started going live early and she's doing those longer slides because I agree with you. She's like really eased into it. I'm quite pleased with it, honestly. I mean, I get excited, my real accent come out. Quite pleased. But no, I dig it. I just really
Look,
like
your
it.
accent gonna come out a lot more tonight because I tell you these questions are funny and they get real. They go, you gonna be like, I've had Nitra looking shocked. So when I had Nitra looking shocked, that is still one of my shining moments because you can
Mm.
take a lot to shock Nitra when it comes to these questions. All
Let's
right, so I am
see
gonna
how
take
it
a break.
goes.
I am going to take a break on the game questions because I don't want to spoil it and do too much too fast. But I'm going to get into those battle questions that I did not finish. And
All
this
right,
is
let's
going
do
to
it.
peel off that second layer. All right. So, in your opinion, who won the battle based on the gifts alone?
Who won based on the gifts alone?
Alone, no CAs, just the gifts alone.
I don't know. Um,
If you don't know, that's an okay answer too. Because one thing
no,
we don't encourage in the trap is lie. I don't
I
want you to make
have,
up an answer and then they get on your ass.
A notebook.
Okay, period with the receipts. He still got it written down. Okay, period. Look,
Let me find
I
it.
got a notebook too, friend. Period. We stays with the notebooks. Keep your notes. CYA, which I also heard you say in a live that you are in corporate America, so you know how to cover your ass. And from somebody that's also been in corporate America, I've heard that saying too many damn times.
Yeah, you always got to do that.
But anyway,
It would have been nay and then $2 because I did at the bottom here. If you recall, I've minus the points from the first round that they did from those of the final round. So that's the first calculation. So it would have been nay then $2 for the winners. So it would have been the other way around.
all right. And who do you feel won the battle based solely on the CAs?
Based solely on the CAs would be $2 if it was
Okay.
solely on CAs because she had the most.
Was there any CA request for refunds after the battle?
No. And no comment cousins asked me that, and none of the creators that was in the battle complained or said anything negative at all.
Okay. I'm not saying that's something that,
I mean,
girl, because you be doing too much, and I be trying to have my interviews. I'm not trying to do all that, and I don't know if that's a fake page or not.
well,
But I'm not trying to do all
I do
that.
like her, so please let her stay for this one. Friend, please act nice, okay?
I be trying, but she be trying to troll.
Yeah, I know she can. I love you, Leola. She be saying I don't like all men except for Hippie.
And
Please.
Leola knows that I will literally love her to the end of time, but I will block her 40,000 times in that middle of love because you play too much, and I'm not for it right now.
She do.
So that's why she knows that. I've known Leola for years, so that's why I say I will block your ass because you play too much. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to
that
clarify. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify. None of those people asked for anything afterwards, but if you look at the clip from my live, I did say, well, when somebody like brought it up the first time when we were just kind of talking about it, I was like, well, I wouldn't do that anyway. So maybe that's what was in their minds, but nobody did like come back. So I wanted to be clear and honest about that.
Okay. So you've already stated that you're not hosting no more box battles?
That's correct. Or
Why?
live events of that nature.
Why?
Because I felt like if you want to like dig as an interview, right? Let's dig deep. I am from a small town in North Carolina where my family had a farm. People in these cities think that that means that I had holes in my shoes. No, it was hogs, pigs, because they're different things, cows, horses, chickens, geese. There were fields that my granddad grew vegetables in. People bought these animals. People bought the vegetables. My granddad had land all over the town. Who moved on that land? My mama and her sisters. Everybody had their own home. Everybody had their own land, at least an acre or greater. My grandparents have at least 5 acres. So that whole ideology that I would try to scam somebody, that just pissed me off because, like, bro, I've never had problems with money because A, I come from money. B, I have 2 aunts that never had kids.
The Cash App is here if you got a question.
Yeah, I had 2 aunts that never had kids, and they always spoiled us, sending us boxes of clothes. And I really believe, or I know, if I needed some money, I wouldn't come up here and scam people. I would just ask one of my siblings, and they'd be like, "Okay, we'll just get it together. Don't worry about it." I'm also the youngest of my mom's kids and my grandkids in need of money, darling. I think the whole premise of that, thank you. The whole premise of that just pissed me off. But I do believe, and I have always said, even before I was a live creator, I believe these people are hosting these lives. I believe these people are spending time. They're putting time together to put this stuff together. I'm doing 60-minute events and getting 18 different people. It takes time to get them there. It takes time to actually host the event. I do think people should be paid for their time. But I didn't like the ideology that I was being too greedy by hosting a box battle once every 2 weeks. Whereas I'm also hosting 3 or 4 other events during the week where I may be getting like 30 crowns or something like that. Yeah, I think I was just pissy at just the idea that I need money. It's like, bro, and on top of that, he's the first boy on either side of his family to go to college. I don't say that like, I'm so snooty, I went to college. I'm really a hood rat, okay? that is very, very successful and highly, highly intelligent. So just like I'm up here scamming people, and people that don't work or rely on TikTok are the ones that say that. Like, no. So I'll never give them that satisfaction again.
So, to make sure that I understand your story correctly, the reason why you're no longer doing the box battles is because it sounds like you're an independent worker. You
Mhm.
have family that has been investing in land and working hard themselves, and you're not depending on family money. You're depending on yourself. And though that you could have depended on the money, you didn't. You still got the negative backlash that you didn't expect.
Yeah, and that's because I don't talk about those things, and those people didn't know that. Yeah, I did, and I felt like they instantly tried to make it seem like, oh, he's some poor person that's up here trying to scheme and scam. It's like, nah, I want to be paid for my time. Yes, those events that I hosted on Sundays, I did do more cash apps, so I did get more money. The box battle, I also had the bachelor auction. There was a lot of money made there, but I guess people weren't paying attention that day. That was my fourth box battle. Those things were being held every other Sunday. So yeah, I was making more money in those things. But that was a well organized event that I thought was cool. Not that I'm trying to get over on folks. It's like, what? Well, if that's the case, I don't got to do that. Like, I don't got to put no time and effort into doing stuff like that, nor do I have to seek the funds to do it. I don't care. Whatever. I don't need that. Let's do it. And that's also why I took a break off from going live for a week, because I wanted to be able to drag people freely without people saying, "Oh, he need followers," or "He just want more money," or "He trying to come back." It's like, nah, I'm just doing this for the pure love. I don't got to press that live button. You don't got to give me a gift. I'm here to eat. Okay.
That part. That's the same reason why I do these interviews for the free ski. Which, by the way, if y'all continue to tap the screen and support the live, I would greatly appreciate it, because you are not required to sub, cash app, or gift. But tapping the screen helps your comment cousins know what's going on. Because again, I'm not going to ask the same question twice. So this is just for the record, even though I've already gotten your story. For the record,
Sure.
beyond the gifts, do you feel you over profited from that last box battle?
No, I
Okay,
don't feel
so
that way
why are
now.
you stopping there, Brand? Like, I feel like that's my advice to you. I don't feel like you should stop because of what they say, because Messy Talk is gonna always have an issue with you, Brand. They
Yeah,
gonna
they are
always.
going to always have an issue. And no, I don't think that I overcharge. I do think that I was upfront and I was honest. I did business well. I let the people know what the terms were, and I fulfilled those terms. That's all that I ever want to do as a good consultant. But honestly, I want to have fun. I want to feel like
That's
I'm up
understandable.
here making a couple dollars while I'm having fun. Not that this is like some job, and now I got to fight these people every other week, every time I try to make a coin, or now I got to have them disparaging my shit. Now people don't even want to join. It's like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't need to do stuff like that. You know what? I don't even need to put on no effort to do no mess like that. I'm gonna switch up my car. I'm gonna switch up my platform and do whatever I want to do. And it's like, I think people still gonna follow me and people still gonna support me. But I mean, for those larger events where maybe they are cash cows, and also again, I'm the firstborn either side of my family to go to college. I know some real hood niggas. My daddy was a drug supplier, meaning he sold drugs to drug dealers in my county and surrounding counties. When it comes to a dollar, I can count quick. And if I decided to make a plan, I told people the plan. People agreed to the plan. They played the game. I said the game because I did think it was a gambling game of I want to win 15% of that money. Then it's all loving, all fair and loving war. Mhm.
No, period. And there's somebody who daddy had the actual scale. I don't know if y'all daddy that old, but they're talking about the silver scale where he put the baggies on top and actually weighed it in front of you. You wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I actually do. So that's why I wasn't laughing when he made that statement or none at all, because I know that life. So
Yeah.
shot break. Some common cousin mentioned it.
Sure, we can take a shot break.
Shot break,
I
and
will
that way we can
say,
get into this game and have some more fun, because that was a little heavy, but we got to know Hippie a little more, which I'm glad, because I didn't want to go too deep, but I'm glad that you let us in deep enough, friend. So shot to your first interview.
yes, let me get a little shot. I will
Period.
say I appreciate you
You were
allowing me to
here.
do that, because I felt like when you asked me, I was like, hold on, girl, I'm about to light the streets up first. But the reason why is because I wanted to be able, I knew it was going to be a space where I could have the conversation. People can dissect it after this, of course, if they want to, and I'll read y'all down if I need to. but to the point, at least be able to get it out in an intellectual way so people can see I ain't cheated nobody. I told them folks up front. Now, if you don't like it, okay, we can discuss what you don't like. But baby, I don't feel bad about it. I definitely ain't cheating nobody. I damn sure ain't been no damn Cancun. Matter of fact, Sh3go ask me where I've been because we're gonna talk about that before I go. Okay.
I'll take my shot before I
Take my
ask. I
shot.
feel like I need to roll another one too. You told me to ask, so I'm gonna ask. Where have you been?
So the week that all of that happened, I got sick and I went to the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
So according to Lajay, I was on my deathbed, and that was the Lord. And that was because I stole a bunch of people's money because I'm a scammer. I've never been a scammer. I've never stolen anything in my life. I stole a candy bar one time when I was little and showed my mama. She beat me and made me go back in the store and pay for it.
Oh my
With
God.
that being said, I did have some pretty serious things happen. I had like an emergency surgery that morning, and then I was on a bed rest. And then while I was there, I caught a little COVID, which made it worse because I had a
Damn.
fever. So they were like, "Oh, you probably caught it when you were in the emergency area." So with that being said, yes, I was in the hospital, but the worst thing I had was a fever because I got there at 4 in the morning, had my emergency surgery by 8:30. Then I was just laid up in a bed watching NCIS and Matlock, Law and Order, in the heat of the night.
Damn.
Yeah, so I wasn't down and out. I wasn't sad. Really, some of my poor hip. Yes, baby. I was calling her and other people, and they could hear my beep beep in the background. I'm like, honey, I'm just in here watching TV. It's hot in this room.
You should have
So
said beep beep. I wouldn't have
my
laughed.
little
I'm
beep beep in
sorry.
the
I'm sorry.
background. So that's why it don't really. But yeah, thank you. I am okay. So that's why it don't really bother me to talk about it. Or somebody like, oh, you was down now. No, I wasn't. I was in there watching NCIS, and the worst thing I had was a fever. That's why they didn't want me to leave. You just had a surgery, and you done went under this stuff, and now you got a fever. You can't leave the hospital like this. Duh. So yeah, and then I had a few more days off of work because I was still on bed rest, and my job was totally fine with it. And I also had follow up appointments this week. My job again is totally fine with it. We do have unlimited time off. I do get paid to do a lot of things, and they know how I get down. Okay. I don't know these people what they think I do. They think that I'm
Send me
homeless.
the
I'm
application.
stressed out. Honey, he has unlimited time off. I take off when I get ready. That's why y'all be seeing me on Fridays because I be in the streets living.
Okay. Damn, friend. Only reason why I laugh because you shouldn't put the beep beep in the middle of a conversation where I'm trying to be serious.
For real. My little beep beep
Like,
in the
I'm
background.
sorry, y'all know
Because
that
you know
I'm
you got this
so
IV, so
serious.
it's just beeping. The IV got the medicines just beeping. Then you know you get a fever, so they just giving you fluids, through the IV. It's like,
Right.
honey, it's gonna beep beep. It ain't nothing. It's just me and this nurse in here talking. Like, it was just boring the whole time. And then for part of the time I was in ICU, which was actually pretty cool because the ICU is like penthouse suites. And I was like, and then they took me to this little room and I was like, I'm ready to go home now.
All right, so we're going to get back into the game. They are Team Hippie or they not fucking with me in my
Okay.
Janelle voice. Y'all already know what we talking about. So, Poozy.
Team Hippie. My newsroom sister. Poozy say crazy stuff. Poozy was in one of my box battles. She left and came back and said, Hippie, somebody said, sent me a cash app and said, F Hippie. Why he getting all the money? I was like, well, Pooz, that's okay if you feel that way. But it's Poozy. She's just joking and she's still cool with me. Yeah.
Let me
Thank
make
you,
sure I
y'all. I'm
get
glad
some
I'm
cash
okay
app.
too. Um,
Okay. Making sure I ain't miss nobody's question. So, they are Team Hippie or they not fucking with me? Queen Jewel.
they're not fucking with me. She ain't never fucked with me. Let's move on. I don't know that wildebeest, my God.
What happened?
Girl,
I
she
ain't
been
catch
a,
that tea on YouTube. What happened?
everybody in the newsroom don't like that you're in the newsroom. That's all it is to it. Some of them old decrepit people, beings, those that have cobwebs here and there, they often get upset when some fresh blood comes in and Manny enjoys their company. But Manny, I love you down. The newsroom is such a great space, baby. I love you, Manny. Next one, Sh3go. Would you like to do Manny next?
Yeah, he's on the list.
Yes, he definitely rocks with the hip. He definitely fucks with the hip. Father of the house, Manny, love you down. Thank you for always supporting me, baby. Manny has supported me behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. Yes, yes, yes.
Genty.
Oh, Godfather. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Not
rock with him.
Godfather. You got fucking
Yeah,
fucked
the
up. Okay, I'm against
Godfather.
all these people.
I like him. He's always been cool with me and Arby's too. Oh, his sister Laurent is cool too. I like him, and
Shout out to
I like
Laurent.
his like. I know he like whatever. I know he like married, but it's an interview. I like his vibe in general. He's just like cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You
You
know,
got a
like
crush on Genty?
no, not like that. You know, that's why I say I know he married. You know,
Oh.
like crazy, sexy, cool. He like cool. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
Like just interesting. Like, Gigi, what are you talking about tonight? You know what I mean?
Most hated.
Oh, I like most hated. We had a bumpy start, honey, because um he didn't like brother Kiwi. Me and Kiwi was already cool from Cola and them. And when Kiwi was coming to message, I was like, that's my nigga. I'm around for him. And Cola was like, friend, I already know you eat. I'm like, honey, I hate to have to eat somebody for brother Kiwi. So we was in the panel and he just kept trying to call him by his name. And I was like, hold on now. And then we was on somebody, a TikTok user, I'm trying to let go of their hair. We was on their panel one day and I had to about eat him up and I was like, but then after many, many months, we became cool and now we troll people together. Most hated is my brother and I think he's funny. Also, Crip Mike, most hated and Crip Mike together is funny. Okay, you got to watch them together in the comments. They are tag teaming like freaking sumo wrestlers. I love it.
So the person here you trying to let go, is that Blaze?
He's one of the people, but it's another person that has a very dry fro from time to time, and right now they have some sparse braids to fill it in.
Who is it?
Next question, Sh3go.
No, who is it? Tell me, you've already been opening up so much.
Well, we did say earlier, Sh3go, I'll give you a list of people that I'm letting their hair go at 12. So I'll give you that full list at the end, all right? We gotta give the people something to look forward
I'm
to.
gonna hold you to that. I'm
Hold
gonna
me to
hold you
it.
to that,
I'm
hippie.
agreeing to it. Shake, shake, shake. I do good business, sister.
I'm gonna hold you
Good
to
business.
that. Because we ain't got that
Mhm.
much longer to go. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned so we can get this list of who hair getting let go by the end of by midnight. All right. So some more messy categories.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got y'all.
Who's the most boring?
I don't want to say it, but I gotta say it. Oh my God. Don't hate me, okay? Kev, you know I think that you're not funny all the time, okay?
I
But
won't
the reason
expect
why
that.
that's why the reason why I'm saying I don't want to say this is because when y'all was around here running y'all mouths, Kev the comment had my back, okay? He was saying good stuff about me. He said they just mad because Hippie making money. Hippie cool. We pick on each other in the comments and stuff like that. So I feel bad for saying it, y'all. For real, man. Don't drag me. I feel bad for saying it, but I think that man was saying good stuff about me, so I got to give him his credit. I was surprised. I was like, Kev, you rock with me because I rock with you because it sound like you rock with me because yeah. But sometimes he is funny, but just not all the time. So you got to give him like 10%, and I don't be thinking like he dragged people too long or something. I don't know. I just don't like it. Kev, I'm sorry. I've said that before. I said that before, and you got me together. One time in my live, I said, "Who need to hang it up?" And we voted, and the comment cousin said him, and he said, "Hippie, I know you. I know you said I need to hang it up. You hang it up." So I did think that was funny. But he just be joking with me, so I don't want to say nothing bad about his face because that man did take up for me. Kev, I'm telling the people, you took up for me, and I was surprised by that. I was surprised by Kev and HB. I was like, oh. Well, dang. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be too long, sweet juice. He just go too long on folks. I'd be like, oh. Sorry, go ahead.
Give me your favorite comic cousins.
Favorite comic cousin. I don't know. It got to be somebody that make me laugh all the time. So I'm gonna say, that unemployed and messy page that got like a picture of Casey in the fur.
I know
They
what
be
you're talking
cracking me up in
about.
the comments.
I know.
They funny. See, they funny. Like, if I gotta think of a person, like that's the one that be making me laugh. I'm like, bitch, get out of here. Get what you doing here, cousin? Like, I don't know. I just think it's they funny shit. That was the first one that came up. I'm sorry if anybody else offended, but they funny to me. I don't give a damn.
All right, so let's get into some more questions, and then we'll give because the messy categories only got a few left, and again, I like to spread them out because I don't want to give them too much at one time.
Okay.
So, in honor of Pride Month, you are very comfortable in your sexuality. Do you mind giving your sexual orientation?
I would say, when people usually ask me that, I say like that's a young folks thing. Cause I ain't know nothing about that. I'm from a small town, North Carolina. Like literally, it's like 500 people. So to me, I've always said like fluid, cause they kind of categorize things really hard and like real estate gay for pay. Yeah, if you
Just
got
I
a
said,
dollar,
I didn't want to laugh
if
at
you
that.
got a dollar, but I like different things in different ways. So I don't like to say like, oh, I just like men or I just like women. I like to see a bunch of different stuff. So that's
Are
why
you
I be saying
pan?
fluid. Am I what?
Are you pan? Pansexual meaning you're willing to try. You're more so based
No, I
on
wouldn't say that either. Again, that's them with them categories. And the reason why I wouldn't say that is because it's a lot of stuff that I don't want to try. It's a lot of stuff that I'm not turned on by. And also, there's some people, I'll be honest, there's some people that's obsessed with my whole, I ain't with that whole play shit. You're not putting nothing up me. You lick it, but you can't stick it ever, ever, ever. That thing tight,
oh, okay.
pristine, and it's looking good. So there's a lot of things that I don't want to try, and I'm not really turned on by. So that's why I don't like saying pan, because that sounds like everything. That's why I just be saying fluid, because I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Okay.
being honest, cousin, since we doing an interview and they be talking about it's prolapse. No, baby. Ain't nothing going in and out of that. So, baby, you can check it out. You can inspect that gadget. For
It's the way
real.
he said that. He said no.
Nah, it's looking good. Looking good. For real. That's why it don't bother me, because I'm from the country too. Like, you know what you did and what you didn't do. Like,
Right.
what? I ain't nobody using no strap on me, wood, or not even like one of those little like bullet things. That type of stuff scares me. Absolutely not. No. For real. Clean and pristine. Absolutely.
I'm
Tight and
trying to stay
right.
professional,
Absolutely.
my G. I'm trying to
For
stay
real.
professional.
And big as I am, people be acting like I don't wash. I hate when people try to act like big people stink. It's like, bro, I wash 2, 3 times a day. I always smell good. What you talking about? I'm always ready to jump in somebody's sheets. You know what I mean?
I know that's right. Amen, amen.
Oh
Period.
my God. Y'all don't get me together later on for those comments.
Look, hey, I am loving this interview. That's why I'm just letting you. Hey, this is your interview. Speak, friend. Again, continue to tap the screen. We almost at 20K. Again, the trap has not been open in a while, so I appreciate all support. If you have any questions that have not been asked, you can hit the Cash App so that way I can see your question above the questions that I'm already asking. And I hope that y'all are enjoying the show because I'm definitely enjoying this shit. This shit is good to me. So, what made you clear up the rumors about you playing with your nose?
I think that because I grew up around a large dealer, right? And it's large for my area. It's a small town in North Carolina. I saw addicts firsthand. And I don't play about people calling me an addict. Even like my arms from when I was in the hospital, I had IVs on each side, right? Because they trying to take blood and they trying to put the IV in, da da da. My arms look funny, and I felt insecure about that because to me it looks like an addict. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm sensitive about that because I've never tried any of that. I never wanted to try any of that because I saw firsthand what it was doing to people. I saw people like parents giving us jewelry all the time. This dude I went to school with, his mama was one of the teachers. The daddy was beating on the mama. He literally beat the lady out of the car and then gave us the car. What is happening here? Well, I now gotta go back to school. This lady gotta teach you biology. Like I don't like the effects that those things have on people. So the most I've ever done is smoke Mary Jane or do edibles or something with Mary Jane, do like chapstick or something like that. When I was in college, like I was in college like 2009 to 2013. So yeah, I tried pills and Molly, and yeah, I tried like a perk or something before, but like tried, not like I was strung out or I was doing that stuff weekly. I'm just not into it. I never put anything up my nose. Like not even like people was like snorting pills and stuff. If you snorted Adderall, they called it blue snot because your snot would turn blue. I never did stuff like that. That's never been my thing. But that's why I always keep these nails like this because it makes people annoyed and they automatically assume you're on drugs. And I can say something like, "Nah, your nigga sniff out of it" or something like that. Like just being petty, but no, I don't do stuff like that, and I never have ever, not even once. So I think that's why it annoys me so much. Sorry, that's a long explanation, but I just addiction is serious to me. That's why I don't rock with it. That's why when people be like, "Oh, are you drinking too much?" No, if I have a shot on a live in the morning, I work all day. I have calls all day. I have to be functional. I have to talk to these clients and explain to them why they shit not working. Now I got to explain to this developer why it's not working. And I got to get with him and his team to figure out how I can get to work. Now I got to go back to the client and explain to them how to get it to work. Like, I don't be sloppy drunk all day. What are you talking about? So I think that's why I was so offended and decided to clear that up quickly because I'm serious about it. I'm serious about addiction, and I just saw the effects of it firsthand. I never wanted to do anything like that ever.
So, did somebody introduce that on the app? Like, how did it get here where you had to clear up those rumors?
Yeah, probably because of my nails. So people say that all the time.
Okay.
And then also, um, I can I have mental issues. So if I'm in like a manic state or something like that, and I'm drinking coffee, I'll be da 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 da. And guess what? She go da da da, and going like from subject to subject. So people might think I'm coked out, but I'm just a little psychotic. Um, so
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, I
That's
might
not
have gave them a reason one day
We
because I
all
was
a
just
little
talking
crazy. That's
fast.
why we're here.
Yeah, I was on a coffee. I was talking fast. I was a little manic that day. Maybe I don't know. So like I might have gave him a reason to think that, but never. I've never even tried it, and I think that's probably why I said it so quick because that's suburbs kids. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see somebody you went to school with and they parents knocking on your window at night because they just think they fix that battery, and my mom and daddy ain't answer the phone. Like, bro, no, I never wanted something to have that type of control over me. Absolutely not. And I had this idea that if you tried it one time, it was just gonna get a hold of you. And you never gonna let you go. Like, no, I'm terrified. Sorry,
So
I'm
just to
crazy.
make sure I'm understanding correctly, it sounds like with you taking a hiatus from the battle and you having surgery, you basically put that out there so that narrative wouldn't be put out there on you because of the past history you've already had with that in general. Am I right?
Well, not only that, but people were saying that if you're talking about specifically with the battle, people were saying that A, I was on drugs, B, I was off on vacation with the people's stuff and da. So I wanted to clear that up too. But
Okay.
just in general, Sh3go, I had an idea that everything ain't cleared up. I'm addressing everything, and when I see these people, I'm addressing them directly for whatever it is they said about me. So that was just one of the things, honestly. But you are clocking me and saying I don't fuck with addiction. Well, it's not I don't fuck with it or I don't like that people do it, but I never wanted to be a victim of that.
Right. Right.
Nah,
So you
I never
basically
wanted
trying to
something to
let people
control
know
me.
that's not even what the type shit is, basically.
Yeah, never. I'm never like even small stuff like when I tell you already I go out Fridays and Saturdays. That's why I'm not gonna get on the app because if I'm out drinking with my cousins, that's not the time for me to get on the internet and be belligerent. I still got a life out here. I
Right.
still have business to do. So when these people expect for me to handle their shit and their product is of $200,000, they don't want to get on the internet and see me being sloppy drunk. So I'm not gonna do those things. So to go from even being you ain't never seen me even have too much to drink before to playing in my nose. Nah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's take a
Don't
drink, man.
apologize to me. I'm a mama. That's gonna happen at any point in the time during this interview. I'm surprised you
Uh,
asked me already.
Yeah,
moms
she's
rule the
my
world.
mom.
Moms rule the world. Super moms. Let's have a drink while we can. Right, Queen Jam Professional.
She want a snack. Y'all already know how I go eat that kids. All right, so She just say dinner. That's why I told her just a minute. Allegedly, you were doxxed in a song. Do you plan on dropping a response diss track?
No, I just read that person down all of this week. I gave them different reads every day this week. I think I've, twirled her around enough. But it wasn't, I don't think it was doxing because that person never said my name. And they also alluded to me being from Durham, North Carolina. I'm not from there, nor do I live there now. But I did go to school there, and I lived there for about 12 years because I did go to undergrad and graduate school there. She did, that person, that TikTok user, did mention Shirley Caesar. Shirley Caesar. Couldn't get that out. Sorry, my accent got in the way. Well, Shirley was at school at my alma mater when she went on. She sent a note to the stage to let Albertina Walker know you're missing a part and I can sing that part. She then said, come up to the stage, and Shirley auditioned. And from there, she joined the Caravans. With that being said, now Shirley has a church in Durham, North Carolina, where she's from. So that's what she was alluding to. But although that person did go to my alma mater, thank you for the gifts. I'm not from there, so I don't think I was doxxed at all. Andre Leon Talley, that's also a fashion god and my mentor, went to my alma mater as well. He's from Durham, North Carolina.
Okay.
Right, just they lie, they lie. I'm not from Durham. I'm from a small town, and I really grew up on a farm. I'm not lying. It's like Durham is a city.
Okay. People have stated you beef more with women than men. How do you feel about that?
I don't think that's true because I don't beef. You know what I'm saying? Except for this past week, I've really dragged it with all those people. But honestly, I believe the men on this side have been really supportive of me. But before that whole, oh, you made too much money, the men have been really supportive. So it'll be like anytime I've got an argument, say, for example, with two people that I ain't going to mention, they came up to the box and already had some type of internalized issue with me that I didn't know. And I was like, oh, you think you're going to eat? Well, I'll definitely eat down. But I keep a certain banter with them, and I'm doing it just as reads because I really am keeping it light on those people. And I don't try to take it to hell most of the time, except for last week I did drag it a bit. But I don't try to take it to hell with them. And if it were a man, I would take it to hell. He would be all types of BAN so quick. I would probably start with him a lot. So I just think it's people trying to find something wrong with you. But no, I just have to read the lady sometimes. She started reading me, I read her back. And it ain't no beef. And usually after that, I'd be cool with him. Like, even somebody like Aries was just like, oh no, we just got in an argument. We'll let it go. We talk it out and keep it moving. Somebody like Kia. I mean, Kia's funny. Now we be in panels laughing at each other. I don't care.
Okay. I might get to those in a second if I want to be nosy. Let me write that down. Okay. We're gonna get back to the game in a second, so that way we can make sure that we again clear it out and make sure that we are able, thank y'all, to have a little bit of space and lightness in between all of these heavy questions. So again, if y'all were not here, the name of the game is They Are Team Hippie or They Not Fucking With Me. And if you don't know where that came from, again, go look up Janelle and that little cowboy dance, so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So They Are Team Hippie or They Not Fucking With Me. Bella.
I think she's team hippie. She tries to be unbiased, and I like that.
All right.
Even when I was saying crazy stuff about Blaze, I don't think that I don't be thinking Bella be caring. But I mean, I like her.
Okay, period. Which she does tend to try not to get all the way in the middle. But
Yeah, I feel like she be trying to at least appear non-biased.
all right, They Are Team Hippie or They Not Fucking With Me, Susu.
Oh, team hippie. I'm a Susano. I rock with Lady Susu. She's always kind to me, and she's one of three people that I call Lady. Lady Susu, Lady HB, and now Lady Trina. We added Lady Trina of the Great Mind.
Damn, that's a name I forgot on my list because Trina normally always on the list. That's the name I forgot.
I definitely rock with Trina too.
So.
Shout out to the Susangels and the Susanos. I definitely rock with Susu. I'm a subscriber of hers as well too. I like her.
Okay, period. They're a team hippie or They're Not Fucking With Me. Friends with attitude.
I don't know. That's a shrug, because this is what I'm saying. I think that maybe I annoy her sometimes, but I don't think friends really care. She don't have a problem. I just get on her nerves sometimes. That's what I think it is. Thank you for the gifts, babies, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. It's like I don't got nothing bad to say about that lady, and I think she kind of funny. I ain't really like the stuff she had going on with them YT people, but that's a different story. But I mean, that was just one time. Like, I think I might get on her nerves a little bit, but I don't think she really cared. You know what I'm saying?
When you say
Like,
YT people, are you talking about Boyka and Lala?
mm-hmm. Hey, Tyra. I'm a
Okay, okay.
librarian too. I like Tyra. She's fucking with the hip.
Okay,
I
she's
am a
on the list, so
librarian.
you already got Tyra out the way because she was definitely on the
Yes, I'm
list.
a
Tyra.
librarian. I'm a subscriber over there, and I do like to read books.
Okay, period. They're Team Hippie or they not fucking with me, Miss Nitra.
Oh, Team Hippie. She's always been nice to me, and FOE too. Um, all of them been kind to me, like for real. Uh, I think Empress and Dex, Glam has been nice too, and what's the lady name? Aunt Tracy. Hey, I have never had a problem with anybody in FOE. I don't think I ever got in an argument with none of them. I think I maybe because I kind of look at them as like the chill corner or something. I don't know. I like them. I think Miss Nietzsche individually, I think she's one of the funniest people on this app, like ever. Like she's just funny, and she read like my mama. So of course I'm gonna love it. But
We love some FOE over here.
yeah, but FOE, like I don't think I've ever gotten to like an argument with any of them ever. They
Okay,
always so nice to me.
period. Shout out to FOE.
Yeah, shout out to them.
They're Team Hippie or they not fucking with me, Black Diamond.
I don't. I've never talked to her before, so I don't know how she feels about me, and she's never said anything. But I came in a space where, at the time, Black Diamond was splitting off from everybody, and she was like, "I don't know if I want to do the match. Y'all get too diabolical." That's when I started doing the field report. I was already going to Manny Live, and she was like separating herself from that. I've never been on her panel or hung out with her. I do call her grandmama, but kind of like as a term of endearment because I look at Manny as like the father of the house, and she definitely is the mother of the house for Manny and Braid, I think. So I I don't know, but I don't have a problem with that lady. I think she cool. That's what I'm saying. I don't like that whole clout chaser thing of like, for Manny, I know that. I'm like, I ain't never talked to that lady before, but I think her show cool and she do her thing. Our timing was different, you know? She was going out when I was coming in.
All right. Nosy.
I don't have a problem with her, but I've never talked to her before. I used to watch some of her reviews of like other stuff before. And then one time she was doing like a review and they was like, "Oh, Nosy talking about something, you should go over there." But I was doing one of my shows and you know, honey, I'm giving I'm giving my 60 minutes, okay? So when I went in there, I think HB was already on the panel. So I was like, you know, the queen is here, let her do her thing. So I've never talked to her before. So I don't know if she fucking with me or not. But as far as her being like a puppet master, I love it. And I like that whole like she just be throwing a little grenade and be like, I don't know. Oh, I love that type of mess. So yeah. But I ain't never talked to her before.
So for those of y'all that are just tuning in, we are coming to the end of the questions because I tried to keep it down to an hour and a half, and it started officially at 8:30. But I am gonna get the rest of these questions out. If you miss any of the questions, it will be posted on YouTube as soon as I finish. And y'all know that TikTok takes at least an hour to 3 hours to download long lives like this, which is about an hour and a half. So y'all make sure y'all give me the time. They are Team Hippie or they not fucking with me, Rizzy.
No, I think Team Hippie. One time when I first got on Messy Talk, we was going back and forth, and Laugh was like, "This is the driest argument ever. It ain't no meat on this bone." But I think it was a dry argument because I like to play the game, and I felt like Rizzy was just like poking at me to see how far I could go. And it wasn't. We didn't have a problem. It wasn't a real argument. She just was trying to pick at me to see what I would say back. So I kept it dry. She kept it dry. And then from that time on, she just was cool. And She's never been a big supporter of mine per se with any like money or anything before anybody say that. She just do her own thing. So yeah, I don't she messy like everybody else messy and yeah, I don't got a problem with Riz. So I think she fucking with me. She always been cool with me. We just had that one dry argument, girl. It was so dry because I didn't want it. She just wanted to mess with somebody because wasn't nobody doing nothing. Like, honey, last day wasn't on me on that bone.
They laugh, you know. That's my roasting partner, so I can already hear her ass now. You ain't gotta say no more than that. Because
Yeah,
Laugh
I
is
like
gonna do
her.
that. She gonna be like, this is boring as fuck. And then she gonna add her own little spice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna jump into some messy categories and then I'm gonna get to the last of the game before I get to the last questions that delve into you and what you think. All right?
Okay.
Messy category. Who can leave the app today and you won't give a fuck?
AJ of the JJs.
Okay. Worst platform.
Worst? Worst how?
Worse as in you wouldn't
They
give a
bias?
dollar because they really don't give good content. They don't give good entertainment. It's no point of them to even go live in Messy Talk. That's what I mean by worst platform.
That's wild. I I don't dislike anybody in that way. Then maybe like I feel like I look at it as an ecosystem and everybody is needed. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, you need the big fish, you need the small fish. Hell, you even need the plankton floating around. So I don't look at it like that. I want everybody to have a platform. You know, like we can talk junk and throw shade, but if 10 people support you, let them 10 people come to your live every week. Shoot, I don't
So
know.
can I get messy and ask, can you give me 2 plankton on Messy's Talk Ocean?
Yeah. Kev, I'm gonna go with you again. I'm sorry. You did support me, Kev, but you know, I just feel like and Blaze, I feel like Bella didn't support you, baby. The big fish would have ate you up by now, baby. You would have been swallowed by a whale, okay? You know, whale don't even have teeth. They just use like these bristles to catch plankton. Like Blaze would have been gone, honey. Sorry, I know a lot about animals. Let's go. Next question. She hit the reverse on me, didn't she, Tyra?
You know, reverses y'all fucking fault. Y'all the ones that told me to get to the messy question. So of course that's a messy question I had to ask. He gave an order of people on the app. No offense, no cocky shit. I know I'm not plankton, so I want to know who the fuck is plankton on this bitch. Like, who's the people where you feel like they on the bottom level? Hey, Big
Shoot.
Perp. All right. Since you've been on the app, give me your messiest TikTok situation so far.
Messiest? I guess the box battle would be the messiest one where people really wanted an explanation from me and people had narratives trying to spin. It's like it's gonna be the messiest for me.
Tyra loves the interviews, by the way, so you probably will be recapping the library tomorrow. She likes to, you know,
Yeah, I'll come over and talk in the library.
read a book to the interviews. So, what's your messiest situation? I'm sorry.
I said the box battle because I had people wanted
Has he been
interviews.
here?
Yeah, because I really tried to stay out of the mess. I wanted to be a reporter. I wanted
That's
to be
fair.
reporting the mess and stay out of it. So I was really trying to stray away from situations like even reading people. I was careful about it. If somebody really was poking me and I wasn't in the mood, I'm like, I'm going to hell with you right quick. But I'm cautious. I was cautious about that because I wanted my space to be one that people felt comfortable coming to, and then also, um, um, I wanted to tell the story, not be the story. I mean, and then
Makes
following Manny's
sense.
example, you know what I'm saying? How often do Manny actually be in the mess versus reporting the mess, you know?
Wait, what?
Right. How often do Manny be in the mess versus reporting the mess?
A lot.
Right. Manny mess be because he's talking about people in the newsroom.
No, not all the time. There be some mess outside of that newsroom sometimes. I like Manny. I love Manny. Manny newsroom be popping, but a lot of the mess that Manny be in be Manny and people outside of the fucking newsroom and his
I don't
opinions on
know.
certain messy situations.
I don't know anything about that, Sh3go.
I'm gonna let you have that because I already know how you feel about it. Did you say that was your uncle, Uncle Manny?
Manny is the father of the house, and Braid is Uncle Braid. And I don't care how
Okay, so
anybody
I
feels
got it
about it.
mixed up. I know how
Yes,
you feel
Braid is
about
younger than me. I
Papa.
don't care how anybody feels about it. I think it's cute.
Okay, I know how you feel about Papa. I'm gonna let him go. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about that no more. All right, so the last two names that I got for their team hippie, are they not fucking with me? Empress.
Oh, Team Hippie. I like her. She's been supportive of me the whole time, and she continues to support me. Team Hippie. I like Empress. Shout out to Empress.
Period. They are team hippie, or they not fucking with me? Rose. Happy
Oh, Team Hippie. We only had our one little
birthday,
spat,
Mama Tyra.
but yeah, happy birthday, Mama Tyra, to the mother, the grand dame of the newsroom, not the newsroom, the library. Let me say it again. The grand. Hold on, wait. It's not the. It's like the Archduchess of the library. Thank you. My brain had to get there.
Period.
Yeah, I forgot who we was talking about. Who did you ask about last? My brain forgot.
Rose.
Oh yeah, we only had that one little spat, and she's been supportive, and she's fun. We shady to each other. I like it.
Okay, period. So we're gonna get to the last questions that delve into hippie again in true comic cousin fashion. Y'all wanted the mess first. I got to all the mess that I could find on hippie. If you have any more messy questions, the Cash App is still right there, and I thank you for all of the support. So hippie, what side of TikTok did you come from?
All over. When I was just on TikTok, and then I was doing lives when other people couldn't be in your box, and it'd just be me and the aliens dancing and me drinking. Like I got most of my followers on TikTok from going live and being in lives, from being in chat. So I done been in some of everything, in debates, on the books, over there on the spiritual talk when people was doing readings every other day. I done been on Battle Talk with Cola and them before. Done been over there arguing with Messy Cousin and them. Like, I be all over. And that's how I ended up. You know, like people like, how you end up on Messy Talk? I stumbled into Lady HB Live one night, and Kev the Comic was up there showing receipts, and I had to get up there and press that button. And it was like 4 in the morning. Who knows if HB remembers that? But if you think about why my algorithm would just stumble upon that, is because I was used to scrolling through lives. I would always stop on the lives where they arguing. I would be in the comments trolling on my real page, so people can go to my page and read me if they want to. So that's the type of stuff that I follow. So the algorithm had already put it there. But then when I saw it from there, then I saw Diamond Panel, and from Diamond Panel, that's when I like met all the other characters with, even like AJ of the JJ. She was supportive of me initially. Manny, Drop was already gone, but she was always a topic at the time over there, and then it'll be over there in the newsroom. Like Rashi and them were interested, and Rose even, Alex, like a lot of them I knew from Diamond platform, but I was just kind of in it quietly. And then like Cola and them on their side, like Toxic Tie, a lot of them really like Diamond, and they already follow her, so they used to like share me her lives and stuff too. Anyway, and I was like, ooh, they do this all day. That's
I
interesting.
forgot. I do have one messy question left.
Okay, I got one
I
messy answer
understand you
left.
won't be attending the rodeo due to health issues.
That
I
is
want you to
correct.
give me your field report on your expectations of what's going to happen at the rodeo.
Expectation, lots of drinking. Um, going to be some mess somewhere because it's always some mess. Okay, it's going to be some friend groups falling out. It may not be the $2 crew, but I mean other friend groups that are going. Um, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with this Scott saga, like how he going to act. Once it's time. So,
Do you
I
think
don't
he's still
know.
going?
That what he said, and he said his family coming. So let's see how
I
bold
thought he
he
not
is.
going no more.
I don't know. That last I heard was on live, so I could be wrong, but last I heard he said he was going and his people was gonna be there, and he said he couldn't disappoint his family.
The teacher. I ain't know
I don't
that.
know, sister. I don't know. Maybe my field report is a little dusty. We've been off for a week or two.
You in Dallas, my baby?
Yeah, I have
We gonna
60
talk.
days. So I also had to cancel my trip to Aruba, which I wasn't feeling. So I have 60 days and
I'm
then
supposed to be visiting there soon, baby. Like literally that weekend, I'm supposed to be in Dallas. That's why I couldn't go to the event
yeah,
because
I've
I'm
never
supposed to be in
been
Dallas.
to Dallas. Yeah, $2. That's what she said. I'm not gonna be able to come because I have 60 days. She asked what's my prediction of what's gonna happen. I said lots of good things. Shout out to $2 and the dollar bill.
Yes, I did try to get the field report on what he believes he was going to happen. He said a lot of drinks. He said some friend groups falling out, even though he does not believe that's going to be the $2 crew. And he is interested to see what Scott is going to do.
Oh, she talking about Scott. Oh wow.
See, that's
She
why I said I
said
heard that he won't come in either.
she
That's the
said
same
he
thing
didn't buy
I
a
heard.
ticket, nor did his family. Oh wow. I see. I don't know.
Oh, we
Okay.
getting some tea live, you
Koala
guys. Some
corrected me on the
exclusives.
live.
So while that tea is brewing, do you have a favorite creator?
Manny. And that's childish of me, I
Known
know.
that. I should have known
Um,
that.
but if we're talking about my favorite creator, Manny, if you're talking about who I think is the king and queen of messy talk, the people voted on my show and they said Brett and HB, I do think that they carry it the most. Who I think are some good supporting characters. Um, AJ is insane, but that investigative stuff, at least it keeps us entertained sometimes. Tea time, I like her panel, and I I intentionally stayed away from her panel initially because I didn't want people to think that I was trying to go to all the biggest creators and try to sit in that panel to get where I was going. You know what I'm saying? But I like her panel, and I like how I think she tries to have a dichotomy or a diverse group of opinions just to be able to argue it out or debate it out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that she has a pretty dope. But also like Tyra does cool recaps and Empress
Yes,
does cool
ma'am.
recaps. Blaze stuff is like shady, but isn't it entertaining? Like kinda. I like Bella's court. I like Miss Nietzsche court. So there's a lot of cool spaces. You know what I'm saying? But if you talking about who's my favorite,
Man.
gotta be the big dog. Love you down, baby, wavy.
So, what made you start the field report?
The comment cousins were asking me to do something, and I was thinking about it, and honestly, I reached out to Manny and was like, I got this idea. I want to be like a spin-off of the newsroom. What you think? And he was like, yeah. He was like very supportive and gave me a lot of ideas. And I was like, okay, we in there. And I started doing it and it was successful. We did have 16 successful shows. And we will be coming back to have more.
All right. So, before I do my last three
Hey,
questions,
Simone, are we cool today or what? I don't know. Me and you was battling in some comments the other day, sister.
you ready to give me that list since we got three more questions left of who hair
Oh
you
yeah,
ready to know by
sure.
midnight?
Yeah. Um, it was what time is it? Okay. Um, it was AJ, Man J, La J, Fro J, Ball J, No Edges J, Florida No Edges, Ho Upside Down, past that Coochie around the Coochie Girl coat, Mess J, also
Shut
Blaze
up, drop my
with his
cup.
also, it was Droplet Blaze with his big square Roblox head. And the only reason why I haven't let his hair really, I haven't grasped him too much because his real target was $2. But you try to use my name to do it, bitch, nigga. I don't fuck with you. But after 12, I'll let your hair go. Al, you like a leprechaun. You should have kept your mouth closed with them thick bifocals. And Tab, you as well. You swish roll that's straight out of the pack. Sister, shut your ass up with that goddamn turkey neck. Okay, but I'm gonna let their hair go at 12. I'm resetting at 12, y'all, and I'm going back to the old hip. Y'all can come back to Switzerland every now and then. There's your list, Sh3go.
But wait, okay. So I'm not gonna lie. The first two expected, understood. I'm not gonna ask them more because Lord knows. Can you tell me
Thank
what
you. I'm glad you
Alan
don't know me,
Tab? Can
ho.
you tell me what Alan Tab did?
No, after you got like an hour and some change, and you won't be a target anymore. But I've been tagging your man all weekend. Y'all want that type of time. But if you do, you definitely got until 12 Eastern. Okay, baby.
What did
Um,
Alan Tab do?
they were talking about me in um, a certain TikTok user's live, and Rose was so kind enough to read it out loud for me.
Can we get the name of the TikTok user, please?
Nah, I already gave you who it was and who told it to me. Come on now.
Was it
Next
recent? How
question.
long ago was it so I could go find it?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it was during the debacle week or whatever, around the time when I was semi getting doxxed or whatever during that time. And I was like, oh yeah, y'all on the list to eat. I don't need to find a clip because I've been dragging your man all week in the comments and he won't respond. And I got until 12 Easter. So I don't need to, baby. You keep it up, I'm gonna eat your stupid ass up now. Okay? I really want to get down on
You
niggas.
got it. Wait.
Okay, sorry. Back to the interview. It's about me, baby. It's not about you, Tab. Nobody cares about your sad, sour life. Okay, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Next
I think I
question.
took for the feather. Feather got in my throat.
Yeah,
But
that
what
feather.
they
Go ahead and
do
get you a drink.
for her to get dragged too? You said she talked about you too. Is it because she collateral damage because you were out?
No, it was both of them. Let's go ahead with the interview. I already said it was both of them, and I said what I said. I've been dragging them all week, so I don't know why she had the surprise. Hold on, I'll get you about 30 minutes.
Al and Tab, if y'all want to interview, I'm booked. I ain't booked. I'm open. If you want to get booked, see, I got my words all wrong. If y'all want to tell your own side, I'm
Right?
open.
See, Sh3go, you see how I'm not a hater? I encourage you to interview them. I encourage that. Get y'all bag, Al and Tab. But don't try me again, ho. Go ahead, baby. Next question.
Ooh, in building your platform so far, do you have any regrets?
Um, I think I played nice too long.
I know what the fuck that feel like. As long as my ass been here way too many times playing nice with people, I know exactly what the fuck that feel like. Do you want to delve in further, like anybody that you felt like you was too nice to, or you just want to leave that statement where it's at?
No, I think with everyone, even like with the comment cousins and like allowing people behavior and not blocking people and stuff like that. I was just trying to like have a space where people can come in and feel like they can talk junk without me trying to attack them. You know what I'm saying? As long as they stay within the realm of just being shady and not trying to drag the people in the panel, you know what I'm saying? That they free to get their ideas out, you know what I'm saying?
You got my audience shocked, Fred. I ain't gonna lie, this is a hell of a comeback because I would have expected that shit at the end. I know you said you had a list, but I think they still recovering from the list. But it's okay because we calming them down right about now.
That's
So
okay.
you mentioned something earlier in the interview that I want to expound on. Why does DV trigger you?
Um, because um,
If you
yeah,
don't
I'm
want
the
to go there,
youngest.
you do
No, I'll
not
say it.
have
I
to.
don't
It
care.
makes you
Because
uncomfortable.
T Time says don't talk about your trauma unless you heal from it. I'm the youngest of my mom's kids and my grandma grandkids. My grandma has 5 girls, so I grew up fighting grown men in a lot of different ways for what they were trying to do to the women in our lives. So I don't play around like that. And then like you'll see me read these ladies and stuff like that, but you're not gonna never hear me like be like, oh, I'll pull up on you. Oh, where you at? Like I don't even think to speak that way. You know what I'm saying? I can argue with Sh3go in the same room. I'm not gonna jump up out my seat. I might read you from across the room, but I'm not gonna jump up or be waving my hands around. Nah, what you gonna do? Hit the lady? Like, so I take that very seriously. So yeah, that's why. Cause it's like it takes something crazy. It will. That's how you bring the nigga out of me.
It's a trigger for you. I mean, and you have a protective spirit, so I understand. Especially if you had to grow up in defense mode, you would grow up also with a protective spirit. So I understand that.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's finish off your interview, Hippie. What are your next ventures for the app? You already told us that the box battles are done. So what can we expect next from you?
DJ Drop. The only reason why you weren't on the list is because of Madame $2, but you keep it up, and I'm getting these screenshots.
What did DJ Drop do? I like DJ Drop. What she do?
It's not her first time, her second time, or her third, but she can go on the list before 12 if she want to get down. Okay. So what's the question, baby wavy?
What are
What's
your next
weird is you
ventures
and your
for the
nigga talking
app?
about me, but y'all don't know me. What was y'all running your mouth for? Pussy ass hoe. Go ahead.
What are your next ventures for the app?
Oh, we're going to come back and do the field report. We are going to do it more days, so probably 2 days a week. But we're going to continue doing like the book club that we started. I think that was fun. And I want to do more stuff like poetry slams and get the comic cousins involved and all that type of stuff.
Okay, poetry slams. That's something new that I haven't seen much of yet. That's interesting.
Yeah, I got this lady too, so I saw her doing it, and I've done poetry like on my on the field report, but you know.
All right, period. Well, again, another space that is calm that will give people a chance to show their talent. So I'm all here for it. And Black poets have not only a lot to say, but hearing that soul music in the background and be able to just hear quiet and I look forward to it. So definitely share it to me. I'll be more than happy to promote. I'm a little scared to ask, but you got any last messages before I end your interview?
Nah, I wouldn't end like that. What I will say is,
all right,
my desire for my platform is to have positivity and have a good time with the light mess. Braid dubbed it Disney mess, so I think that's funny. But that's the reason why I took the break, is because I knew I wanted to drag some people, and I'm not going to use the field report to be dragging people. That's not what that show is about. That's not what the people signed up for. So I had to go ahead and handle mine and do what I got to do, and then come back and give you that successful 60 minutes where I can be non-biased, where you're used to the fun space that you had before, versus me being mad and having all this vitriol in my voice for everybody and everything. It's like, nah, I got to make sure I'm in the right headspace, and I also got to make sure I'm delivering what the people are expecting. So yeah, that'll be a final message. Moving forward, we getting back to it, and it's going to be professional as always.
Period. Amen, amen, amen. So everybody, we are nearing the end. This is the actual end of the interview. We've got to the game. We've got to all the questions, got to get to a deeper perspective of Hippie and also get the full background of the box battle. If you guys want to be able to recap this, so that way if you have any questions, again, y'all know the main purpose of this interview is to get the other side so they don't have to keep repeating themselves. I download this. I put it on YouTube on Sh3go Sofa. That is spelled the same way as my name is spelled, Sh3go Sofa. When you go on there, you will see all of the past interviews. This will be part 23. This is the 23rd interview we've had on this platform. So it will be posted as soon as we finish. Hippie, I want to thank you so very much for giving me a full in-depth perspective, a very fun game, because we had a lot of fun and got the truth on how you really feel, as well as dropping that list in which you promised the people here you will let go by midnight. If your name is on that list, again, you might want to check that YouTube to see if you're going to be getting a dragon before midnight Eastern. But is there anything else you would like to say, Hippie?
This was a lot of fun. I appreciate you for opening up your space for me, and I'm glad that I'm your first swing back at interviewing again.
Period. Yes. Again, this is interview 23, which is the official comeback of the trap. Please make sure that you follow Hippie so that way you can stay tuned to the field report on Tuesdays at 10 Eastern. Over there, they go to the clouds and make sure they give all the messy categories for whatever's going on throughout the week. I love you guys and thank you so very much for being here. And I hope you have an amazing night. Good night. Oh, by the way, shout out to my mods. Ballhead, Octavia, Nay Baby, Rob, everybody here that's been keeping the comment section under control, Pilot Bay. Every single person that has been here, I greatly appreciate all of you. If I forgot any names, please forgive me, because y'all know that I've been in the clouds with him this whole interview. There is another interview that is already booked coming up this weekend. And by the way, I don't mean to be messy, but it was told to me, again, if y'all remembered, an on-the-spot interview that I had to have with HB, where one of the questions was about the crowdfund for the apartment, that I didn't have the clip. I actually got the clip, and I will be posting it soon, because I never asked a question without having proof to attach. But of course, with me being in school, I had to go find it. So I will be posting that so that way hopefully y'all can get the answer to the question, because I don't even want the answer anymore. And y'all have a great night. Bye.
Have a good night.